So anyways, I tells her, hey, how's it going out there in Twitch TV land? Welcome to Elite Encounters and our playthrough of the Bloodlords Adventure Path for the Pathfinder 2e Remaster TTRPG system. I'd like to give a special welcome out there to the Elite. That's all you guys out there that are watching on Twitch and following us there. And if you're over on the YouTube, if you're subscribing, that's a big help, so thank you for that. If you are out there watching and you haven't done those things already, what's your problem? Just push the button. It's that easy. And then it's free. And when we go live, you'll get a little notification on your phone or your computer, and it'll say, hey, it's time to go watch Elite Encounters. It's very simple. So do it. I'd also like to give a special thank you to the people out there that are supporting us on Patreon. Those dollar bills are helping us keep this thing going with all the lights and everything, so thank you for that. I'm your new game master. Some would say new and improved game master, Pete Jablonski. Coming to you from Chicago, Illinois, by way of Springfield. But I'm down here replacing Patrick. Sucker, he gave up the job, so giving it a try. Anyways,
it was a good trial run last week, Pete. I think you did well.
Yeah. I think I did as well. That's why I'm back in the seat here.
Yeah. It's good to have you.
Thank you for the words of confidence over there. I appreciate that. So anyway, I had a long drive down from Chicago today. I ate about 6 or 7 hot dogs, and I'm not feeling great. But I'm here. I'm dedicated to the game. My fourth wife, Candy, she called hot dogs glizzies. I don't even know what the hell that means, but I don't like it. So, yeah, those of you out there calling them glizzies, please stop. They're hot dogs. Okay. Last time I had some problems with the names of the people that are here playing with me, playing Pathfinder, and I like to think of these guys as my new friends, so I don't want to screw up the names today. So why don't we go around the horn here and everybody introduce yourselves. Tell me what your name is. Tell me what character you're playing here in the Bloodlords. And we'll leave it at that. We won't ask you like what your favorite color is or anything stupid like that. Just tell me that. And okay, take it away, Jason.
All right, my name is not Jason. It's Jacob.
See, I'm sorry.
It's all good, Pete. We're still learning.
I got it even written down here.
And I am playing the character of Mert Nellis in the Bloodlords Adventure Path. He's basically a little halfling ghost, bank teller type person who gets really angry sometimes.
Look at that sweet character art.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
I had some fun with that over the weekend. It was a good little addition. Now that we're officially Bloodlords, I figured we needed a little update. So
you drew that yourself over there?
I did, yes, with a lot of hitting the undo button on my tablet. So.
All right, that's pretty good. We got an artist at the table. I didn't realize. Okay, well, it's very nice to meet you officially, Jacob.
Glad to be here.
Okay, we're moving around the table there.
My name's Jenny. I am playing Ophelia. I'm a witch, fletchling.
Okay, we'll find out what that means a little bit later, probably. Okay.
I'm a shadow creature.
Oh, that's right. All right, thanks for that there, darling. All right, you, go ahead, pal.
I'm Joseph. I'm playing Amon, a very sad, troubled zombie. And my favorite color is purple.
Okay, well, I didn't ask, but thanks for that tidbit. Okay, and then...
my name's Mike. I'm playing Lysander. He is an oracle. And I have he's not really an animal companion. He's kind of an undead companion, which is Remington. You can see there in that picture. He and I kick shit together, so...
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a real beast.
He is a beast. And I even stuck in Alara in that picture, if you look so carefully on the left there.
Oh,
nice.
Okay, speaking of, last but certainly not least, over here, darling.
Hi, I am Bess, and I play Alara Wraithsong, who is a ghost bard.
Super fun.
So good.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. You guys are a great team. Again, as I said, not as good as the 85 Bears, but I think you got a pretty good lineup over here. Probably put you in the front 5, maybe with Amon as the center. Anyways, let's see. We did that. Okay. So those of you who are out there watching on the Twitch TV or you're on the YouTube, mostly on the Twitch, you're earning something called channel points. And you're probably like, hey, what the hell do I do with this crap? These channel points. What you could do is if you spend about 4,000 of those channel points, you can give any one of your players here a +2 to their roll. A D20 roll, I should specify, not like a D6 or something. That would be kind of stupid. But yeah, you give +2 to a D20 roll. That's not bad when you're talking about Pathfinder.
That's real good.
It's a big bump. Speaking of big bumps, you should have seen my fourth wife. Anyways, Candy, that was her name. Sometimes I still dream of her. But also, if you want to spend your bits, so these are other things that you can earn on Twitch. You could throw 500 bits at the channel to give any one of your players here an honorary skull bone.
Hey, Pete.
Yes, Mr. Massey.
Why don't you explain to the folks at home what a skull bone is?
Okay, well, that's a good question, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Apparently, skull bones are this token that they use for the hero points, because in 2E, they're like, hey, this game's too hard. We need to have a get out of jail free card, so they give them those hero points where they can re-roll a D20 roll they don't like, because... anyways, we use the skull bones here to represent the hero points, so you can spend one of these to re-roll a D20 roll you don't like. If you don't like a D20 roll that the game master rolled against you, you could spend one of your skull bones to make me re-roll. I really don't like that idea, but Patrick did it, so we're stuck with it for now. And then you can also turn in all the skull bones you've earned up to that point to avoid death, because if the game wasn't easy enough, we made it even easier by giving you another escape card. Okay, so that's what the skull bones are for all the crybabies out there that are afraid of dying. But I get it. You spent a lot of time building your characters. You drew some pictures. You want to see them make it to the end of the story. I understand. It's not the same game I grew up with.
Yeah, you're not a fan of instant replay, are you?
No. Hey, I hate that. But like, if you can't get it right the first time, what's your problem? Okay, so let's go ahead and pass these out, and we'll talk a little bit about some other things. Okay, so
yeah.
There we go. Right, there you are. A couple more there.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right, there you go, sweetheart. Don't spend it all in one place. Okay. The next thing that Patrick used to do is something called I'm just going to call it No Shit Sherlock. This is a time when maybe we got a rule wrong or something. Now, usually it's not me. It's usually these guys, but I'm still practicing because I'm new to the remaster of the Pathfinder TTRPGs. So I got one little thing that I kind of messed up, and I went home and I talked about it. I read about it. I went on some message boards. Looked around at a lot of the rules. In the rule book. Had to go buy a rule book, and. What we decided on was, okay, last time Lysander did something with you could can avoid some damage from some energies, and I said that there's only 5 energy types. Now in the rule book, if you're watching along at home, get your player core out, go to page 407, and this is going to talk about damage types. Okay? When it talks about energy damage, it says specifically there are 5 types of energy damage. That is acid, cold, electricity, fire, and sonic. Okay? Those are the 5 energy types I said. So I looked at that, I was like, hey, I was right, just as I figured. But then you read a little bit further down, and then it talks about special energy types, and I'm like, here we go. Special energy types include vitality and void. Okay, so if I was doing vitality energy to you, you can do your little thing. Mm-hmm. What is that thing called?
Scintillating Safeguard.
It's so stupid. Okay. That's what it's called, and yes, it would avoid vitality damage or void damage if you so chose. And there is another type of special energy type. Anybody want to take a stab at what that is?
I got a pretty good guess. I think it's mental and maybe poison.
Spirit?
Wrong. Force. Force is a special magical damage.
See, I knew that, and I didn't want to say it because I just felt like it was. I thought we all knew that already.
Yeah, so back when I was a kid, it was called Magic Missile, was like a force damage.
I thought about the spirit damage. So
Yeah, so magic missile was force. We can't call it that anymore. Now we have to call it what, a force barrage or
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
Anyways, it does force damage, a barrage of it apparently, and that is a special energy type. Now, all the other things that you mentioned, mental damage, what did you say over there?
Poison was the other one?
Poison,
spirit.
spirit damage, those are specifically not energy. Specifically called out on page 407. So if there's a special thing that says avoid energy damage and a spirit damage, sorry, Charlie, doesn't work. So that's, well, we used to be called them actually, now we're calling it no shit Sherlock. Okay.
I have a confession.
Yeah?
I didn't actually know that about the energy.
I kind of guessed that already. I kind of did a perception against your deception DC. And I did a
look at
secret
you, Pete.
roll, and I blew it away. I blew it out of the water. Critical success over here.
I lied.
Yeah, I know. But that's okay. That's okay. We're all actors, right? Around the table here, so we're just pretending to be something we're not. And you're over there pretending to be a smart guy. It happens. Okay, so let's talk about what happened last time. So you guys was fighting some gliminals in your new apartment over there, and you finally beat them. And then you started investigating and exploring around, and you found some journals and things from this Zardoon guy who used to live here. And as we know, he was kind of a crazy guy. He was messing around with that Pharasma stuff. But what you found was some more kind of some passphrases or specific passwords that control the fossil golem out there in your entryway. So you got a little bit of like a burglar alarm out there with that big Tyrannosaurus skeleton. So that's I think that's pretty good considering that you already know that there are people maybe gunning for you.
Mm-hmm.
You also find some other information in these rambling journals that seem to point to he's involved in some kind of conspiracy with the Pharasmans. You don't know what it is exactly. Something called like a vitality contagion or something like that. And then Mirko's exploring around like he does, and he found a little chamber with a little table, and there's a sheet on the table, and the sheet's like moving around. So like, and he goes and he takes the sheet off, and there's a zombie horse there, right? And it's got like some surgical stitching on it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember? And then, so he goes up to that and he's like, hey, look at this zombie horse over here. And Lysander's like, oh, yeah, let me just look at my star chart or whatever. And, oh, yeah, based on the stars, I could tell you how to do an autopsy on this guy. And, yeah.
It happened.
Right, that's totally Pathfinder right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fantasy TTRPG, so, you know, living it up in the fantasy land. Anyways, Mert decides he's going to do this autopsy on this horse, and after a couple of attempts at moving around in the guts and stuff, he finds this thin tube and extracts the tube and realizes that it's some kind of scroll case, and inside the scroll case is some information about a plot that Zardoon is using these zombie animals to send information back and forth to the Carter's Consortium. And he's asking for money to help him, more resources to help him continue this plot. I don't think that sat very well with them on over there. Okay. Then after you did all that, you got around to kind of cleaning out the apartment. You figured it was pretty safe at that point. And you put in your orders with the zombie guy for your blood claims. These are the items that you get as new blood lords or whatever. So you're going to get some magic items delivered to your house at some point. And then you got about cleaning your house. And then that night, you got a visit from some neighbors. There was a lady named Harmony and Agony. Remember that lady?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she had a couple pals with her. There was like a halfling guy with a mask and a bleaching gnome. And yeah, they thought some smack about you in your new house, but then you told them, hey, get out of here. And so they left, you know. And then you did a little research and you realized, hey, these guys live here in this pyramid and they work for a bloodlord named Hyrule. And then you decide, well, that was a long day. Let's take a little sleep. I guess that's where we'll pick up, is the night after the neighbors just left. What do you do? Shouldn't have put all that hot mustard on them hot dogs.
Coming back to get you, huh?
Oh man, it's coming back hard. I might have to step away sometime. You'll forgive me if I step away from the camera. Okay.
I think we kind of started on cleaning the place up, right? We
Yep.
kind of got interrupted by them, so probably go back to doing that for most of the night.
I don't have a good feeling about these neighbors, and I don't really know how much we should share with them. I certainly don't feel comfortable inviting them into our new home.
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, we need to attune to our golem here and then set it to protect chomp anything that's not us.
We certainly don't want whatever they were looking for. We certainly don't want them to discover it.
Right.
Or maybe they're suspicious we're somehow a part of that plot. Who knows?
Anybody doing anything specific tonight aside from setting up your?
I think I'm just gonna throw like my bedroll out in that room that had the table with the bookshelf where we had like the cat.
Oh, I gotcha.
That kind of back
The hidden
corner room.
office.
Yeah, the
Study.
hidden room. And I'm just
okay.
gonna kind of slowly turn that into like maybe his room, but I'm more or less interested in going through those books. He's trying to figure out this life contagion spell or this conspiracy. So he's maybe he's got the red string board out and he's trying to figure it out.
Okay, you can spend some time doing that for sure. That's
Yep.
no problem.
Laura, I know you asked me to transfer that rune for you, and
Yes.
I'm happy to do that. It will take me a little bit of time,
Okay.
so I don't know how long we plan to hang out, but next time we have a couple days, I can do that.
I think speaking of crafting stuff too, I might kind of once I get because there were kind of 4 little smaller bedrooms, right, in the main meeting hall or whatever.
Yeah.
Once I kind of pick one of those to kind of tidy up and set my things in, disincorporate my things to set in there, I would kind of go over to Amon and maybe, hey, could you come here for a moment? Look at something? Kind of pull you into my room and close the door.
I know where this is going.
Then kind of ask you, I know we spent some time talking about the Quick's place in Geb, and I have a favor to ask of you. You may or may not be interested, and I understand if you're not. And I'll kind of reach in my pocket and pull out this sharp shard of porcelain, kind of start nervously, like kind of rubbing that. Like, I'd like to create something as a symbol of our former queen, Erasni. You remember her? Do you remember when she was here?
I vaguely, I never took to following her, but I remember her.
She was here when I was alive, and now that I've been brought back or reawakened, she's gone, and I feel as though without her here to guide Geb, or to temper him, I suppose, I'm nervous about the fate of the Quick. And I say this now because I know what happens when we put those blood prizes on that we get from Geb's treasury tomorrow. I don't want him to know that that's why I want this made, but I still pray to her. I still hope she returns to Geb's side, and that somehow we can ensure that the Quick are treated equitably in Geb. I'd like to create a mask that symbolizes that. Seeing that other little halfling with that horrid mask made me think that that's something I may also want to embody. So then, he kind of maybe flips open the back of his ledger, right? That's got all the just everything we found, all little notes, just tons and tons of notes. Flips open kind of the back few pages, and he's got kind of some rough sketches of this kind of porcelain mask, like half mask, that has clearly the emblem of Erasni's crown, kind of like centered, like a crest in the middle. But then the mask is this pale porcelain skin and sullen eyes that kind of depict Erasni's visage as a lich, but the porcelain is cracked all over, and the cracks are filled in. It kind of asks, "Is that something you could potentially make for me?"
I'm sorry, Mert, did you say you remember when she was alive?
I remember when she was here. I'm sorry. No, when I was alive, she was here. I don't know anything about her life outside of Geb.
How long has it been? You know, I have pledged my loyalty to Urgathoa, and I have faith in our King Geb to look after the nation. But I can respect what Erasni accomplished while she was in power. And even though it's not the path I have chosen, I can respect the path that you have. And I'd be happy to make this for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You saw my holy symbol, and I'll pull out again that chain necklace with a scarab with like a rapier pierced through the middle of the scarab beetle with its wings outstretched, and kind of like Geb saw this. It fell out, and maybe it didn't even fall out. Maybe he drew it out, but he saw it because he wanted to see it. And his reaction was surprisingly calm. He didn't take it as an affront. Maybe he just pitied me, I don't know, but I can assure you that if I wear this mask, it won't be treacherous. Or at least I'll stow it in cases where it might be a concern.
The quick have their place in this nation of undead, and it's important to have a balance.
I certainly want to be clear that my loyalty is to the nation of Geb first.
Okay. Well, thanks for that, Mert, and I'll work on this for you.
Thanks. I'll work on telling the others. Don't worry. I'll discuss it with them, but I wanted to discuss it with you first.
Okay.
Thank you, Amon.
Hey. Is there anything anybody else wants to do tonight before you head off to your respective rests and or quiescences?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Lysander. I wanted to figure out this thing, what he's doing, what they're doing. If it's, like a spell, if it's a chemical, if it's an alchemic thing, if it's a poison, etc. Is it a bomb?
Sure, yeah, okay. So you guys spend the night kind of pouring through this guy's journals and things like that? Okay, that's no problem. Okay. So as the night wears on, we'll say you spend several hours working in this. Now, each of you only need to have, how much sleep you got to have before you get your spells back and stuff like that? Like, some of you only need 2 hours, some of you don't need any. What's
I
going
think
on?
Lysander and I are at 2. No?
I still need 8.
You still need 8?
Yep. I don't need to eat.
That's right.
I only take 2.
Okay, well, you're going to be pretty tired tomorrow if you get some sleep. How long are you planning on spending in this library?
I'll get my full night's rest. I won't compromise my sleep.
All right. Okay. So we'll say you spend maybe a couple hours doing some research. Now I'm going to I'll let you do a roll.
Okay.
And, this will kind of be like maybe like a research kind of a check.
Sure.
Let me just think about this for a second, because you're not spending the requisite amount of time, so that may change a little bit of like what the DC is, etc. Okay. Oh boy. Of course, there's got to be a lot of rules here. Let's just keep it simple. A certain amount of like research points. This is great for in-depth information as you explore an area. You can spend anywhere from 10 minutes to a full day. Okay, so you can do some RP research points, they call it. Okay, why don't you give me an occultism roll over there?
So I rolled a 15 plus 21. It's 36.
Okay, that's pretty good. This guy, the writings are very rambling. They're not like a very cohesive kind of plan. And it's like the guy kept everything in his head, But the only thing that you're finding is maybe indications that he was using the Carter's Consortium and his contacts within that faction to move these animals around to deliver information. The actual plot is still kind of in the planning phases. That's basically what you find out.
Okay.
And then over there, Ophelia will probably spend a little bit more time. So we'll let her do a roll as well. And because she spent a little more time, maybe we'll make the DC a little bit lower. And so if you want to give me a check over there, we can take a look at this. And I don't really have any RP rules for this. I'm just gonna kind of see what happens.
$34.
Okay, that's also pretty good. So, yeah, again, you're kind of uncovering the same things. The idea is that they are eventually going to use these animals to deliver this contagion, which will probably be in the form of some kind of bomb. But how they're going to deliver that and how they're going to create this bomb is still not perfectly clear. This guy clearly doesn't know how to do it. He's just still kind of planning it. Yeah. And you get that the one of the guys in the Carter's Consortium is probably highly involved in the city of Iled. That's what you get. Still no names, but you get a sense that the
Iled
contact is in
the-
Iled.
Iled is the college town, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and technically the largest city in Mekatar.
Gotcha.
I mean, in Geb.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
Mekatar is the city you're in right now. Come on. Oh shit, Sherlock. Okay.
It's all right, Pete.
Hey, I'm trying.
You just jumped in. We're halfway through this thing. You jumped in.
I mean, yeah, coming
doing
in
great.
at book 4 is pretty hard, but
yeah, you're doing great for just jumping in.
okay,
and
that's
doing-
enough. That's enough. There's only so much ass kissing you can do, you know. What do you want, another skull bone over there? The skull bone with a brown nose? Okay. So, anything
Skulls
else?
Don't have noses.
What's that?
Skulls don't have noses.
They have nasal bones.
Yes, but that's not a nose. Nose is cartilage.
Okay. Now we got a brown noser and a smart ass at the table. Okay.
-1 skull bone to each.
Right, okay.
Go ahead and swap scenes.
It's weird how I get natural 20s every time I attack Ophelia for some reason. Okay. Anyways,
Seems like
your point is duly noted over there, sweetheart. Okay, thanks. Moving on. Anything else you guys doing tonight? Okay. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to the next morning. And you're going about doing your daily preparations, your spell preparations, your memorizations. You're probably communing with that familiar over there. If I remember from watching some of the episodes, it's like some kind of dinosaur or something.
It's a dimorphodon
Okay.
made of shadows.
Right, so you're doing all that stuff. And there is a knock at the door.
I'll go answer the door.
And standing at the door is the same zombie guy you gave your orders to. And he has a couple of skeletons carrying like a chest behind him. And he's like, hey, how you doing? I got your blood claims over here.
Go ahead and bring him in.
Okay, come on in, guys. The skeletons come in. They don't make any noise. They're just like walking.
It's the moving crew.
And they set the trunk down. He's like, yeah. So the blood claims that you requested by order of His Majesty King Geb are there in the trunk for you. Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, good, because I wasn't gonna answer. Bye. And he walks out with the skeletons. They take the chest after. Well, no, they leave it there.
Okay, great.
I had to play this back in my mind a little bit.
Shut the door.
Yeah, free chest.
Yeah, free
chest.
chest.
Free chest. Open chest.
Open the chest. Boom.
Yeah, game over. Life plague.
Hey, I was waiting for Ophelia to open the chest there.
Here comes those natural 20s.
All right, so start giving me some dying rolls. No, I'm kidding. Inside the chest are all of the items that you had requested. So why don't you give me a reminder again? What kind of broken ass treasure you guys just decided to get for free?
It's Patrick's fault.
That's right.
Look, I know this guy.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll go around the horn. I requested specifically a powerful pair of rings that are coupled together. And these are in-game called greater doubling rings. They basically allow me to duplicate, if I'm wielding two weapons, like dual wielding, I can duplicate the property and the fundamental runes to the other one. So if I have like a +1 flaming, I can switch into both as long as I'm fighting with both of them in hands. But only one is active at a time, just kind of lets me switch between the two.
Yeah, that's real cool there. Okay, how about Ophelia? What did she get? Anything cool?
Actually, mine is just a simple tarnished brass ring.
Okay. Yeah.
It's called the Ring of Maniacal Devices.
Oh,
Sounds horrible.
that's right. Okay, I can't wait to see what that crap does. Okay, moving on.
So I move up to the trunk and I see a little box in there. It's maybe a little bigger than like an eyeglass case, and I'll pick that up and I open it, and it has what looks to be some form of eyeglasses. It looks like the frame of eyeglasses, and on one eye it's just kind of like the earpiece that links to like the nose pad, but on the other eye it's like this elongated kind of eyepiece that I can kind of put on like glasses, but it only just has the eyepiece here. So like it has the support on this side, but it keeps it open for the eye.
Sure, yeah.
And then
what's your depth perception like from that?
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay.
It's flavor.
Yeah.
I'll
And
give you a
this is-
-2
it's
status bonus to your reflex saves over there for not being able to see good.
So it's a greater crafter's eyepiece. It gives me +2 item bonus to crafting and repairing, and then it also gives a bonus to the hit points gained from repairing an item.
That's pretty big for you and your shield there.
Right. Fantastic. And then over there, Mr. Massey.
So Lysander will walk up to kind of right behind Amon as Amon kind of turns around and walks out. And there's just this really intricate looking ring. It's made of silver, but it has a very high raised bed on the ring, like you would have like a signet ring, like you would seal a note. And he picks it up, and it's called the Shadow Signet. And it does all kinds of goofy, crazy things, and you'll find out when I use it.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can just Google it over
You
here,
certainly
but that's
could.
okay.
You certainly could. But
Well,
what's
just
the
giving
fun in
you
that?
some. All right, we'll
I love how they brought a chest when 3 out of 5 of us had rings.
It's a strong box, maybe.
Hmm?
Chest like this.
Yep.
It's very ostentatious. He is, after all, the king of, Geb. Okay, and then last but not least, Lara, anything cool you got over there?
A +2 potency rune that I will be, that Amon will be affixing to my armor.
Super
Let's
good.
go.
Can't go wrong with more AC.
Yep.
Exactly. You're
Okay.
squishy, you always try to become less squishy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lysander slides that ring on, and the letter with whoever owned it before, it magically changes to a D for like my family's surname.
Oh, okay.
Super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I'll kind of be doing the same thing, trying them on. When I kind of take my old lesser rings off and set them on the counter table, and I put those on, I do feel this like sudden surge in connection. And I almost like look like I'm in pain, and kind of like explain to all of you guys, like, I can hear and feel them all. Everyone Geb has wronged. I can feel them. And like the pain is now turned into almost excitement in kind of a weird, dark way.
Right. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, but I talked a lot of crap going around the table and talking about how, that's a bunch of crap, whatever, but you guys have earned it. You have reached the power of the Bloodlords. And when you don these items and you start attuning them and your name appears, you start to hear and feel these presences around you, all of these things that you're overcome with this, you realize not only have you gained in political presence in this nation, but you have also gained a little bit of power as a person, as a character. All of you guys are level, what do we say? 9?
15?
12. Nice try.
Wow. Middle. All right.
Let's go.
That's great. Heck yeah.
See how you
go.
guys work
Patrick
over
gave
there.
us 2 levels at a time.
Look, I watched the shows, pal. And I got a whole bunch of emails from Patrick. He says he wanted to, as much as he quit the show because he was so pissed off, he still wants you to see you guys succeed and tell a good story. So,
I think you might have skipped an episode or 2 when we leveled up, and he gave us 2 levels.
okay. You're really cruising over there, pal.
Let's go.
Very exciting.
Cruising
Level
for a
12.
boozing, as my dad used to say.
Yep. Mine too.
So, you could only wear, what is it? How many rings can you wear on?
You can have 10 invested items.
Yep.
10
So you could
invested
have
items?
you could have
One in each
10
finger.
rings if
10
you want.
rings if you
Okay.
wanted.
Sorry, I was thinking of a completely different.
I'm with you.
Different.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely classic TTRPG. It's in your headband slot or it's in your necklace slot.
Yes,
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
that's the one. That's
Yep.
the
The good old days.
back in the day.
But now we're playing 2E Remaster. So, you could put on 10 rings if you want, if they're all
Gotcha.
invested. But then you can't invest anything else unless you get a special feat that allows you to invest a little bit more.
Correct.
Okay. So, you guys are more powerful. You got your items. You got some things going on. What do you guys want to do today? You get a little time to maybe go around the town and maybe do... now, we're not going to do it on air because nobody likes to watch a bunch of shopping,
Yep.
right? I hate going shopping. We're not going shopping. But you
That's
have time
because
to
you're
go
never
shopping.
taken to the sports section.
What's that?
It's because you're never taken to the sports section.
Even then, I hate shopping.
I think if we're not performing bloodlordly duties today, I would like to take some time to transfer that rune for Alara.
I think we need to discuss what our bloodlordly duties are going to be, aside from escorting this high priest around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cortash Kane. That's the, you're right, the high priest from Noctoria Nemret or whatever. Nemret Noctoria. That's what it is. You got it backwards.
I think, at least for today, I need to go into town and go look at the shops. I kind of, when I came into town, probably bought like a nicer pair of clothes, but I'm still looking for some other stuff to kind of complete the ensemble. Like, if we're going to be in Mekatara, I want to look like a bloodlord.
Okay. All right, so
a good idea.
anybody going with Mert over there?
I'll go with Mert.
Okay. You're crafting. That's going to be pretty much the whole day over there. What's Alara doing?
Alara's going to go into the immediate area and try to find local performers.
Let's go.
Like she's just networking, not really performing. Just
Cool.
Since we're here and we're going to be here for a while, wants to get her connections.
Okay, sure. Spend a little time doing some things like that. So we'll start with that for just a second. I just
let's
want
go.
to cling to that for just a moment, if you will. So we're going to do some gather information using diplomacy. Now, when we do this is a secret check. Now, do you have any feats that are going to cause me to have to add numbers to what I wrote over here?
Yes.
You got the Hobnabber.
Yep. Yeah. I'm like, which ones? I've got the ones where.
This takes you half as long. If you're a master in diplomacy, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Then I can use performance. I mean, if I'm making an impression too, I can use performance instead of diplomacy.
Okay, is that something you would like to do?
Sure. It's getting to the point now where there's so many.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot here.
There is a lot going on.
Yes, I'd rather use my. Okay, I'll write that down.
Right. Somebody rubbing their mustache on the microphone?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
I guess I'm not
somebody's
tracking
playing.
down a specific person, but yeah.
Sounds like someone's playing Atari in the background there.
Right?
Okay. Whoa. So I rolled really well back here to decide how this is going to go. So it doesn't take you hardly any time at all. Maybe you start going around, you go to like the places that you would think you would be performing at, and you immediately start making contacts and falling in with other performers. And maybe you play something with them, maybe you sing with them as they're performing, and they realize, wow, look at the pipes on this broad over here. And yeah, you did very well. So yeah, I'll tell you what, because you did so well, the next time that you do a performance to earn an income, I'm going to give you a +2 to that.
Let's go.
So go ahead and just pocket that. I don't think Patrick would have done anything like that. Guy was this real stick in the mud.
Glad you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So while you guys are shop, what's Ophelia doing?
I'm going with Mert and
Okay.
Lysander.
That's good.
Because not wrong.
I'm just gonna test my dice over here for a second. So as you guys are shopping, maybe after a few hours, you're passing through a lot of crowds. There's a lot of different kinds of people here. There's the quick, right? The quick are the living people here in Geb. And there's a number of different kinds of quick. There are humans and halflings and, a number of different kinds of, maybe a couple dwarves pass by. And, but there are all kinds of undead creatures here. There's skeletons and ghouls and Draculas, all those. And, but out of the corner of your eye, Mert, you think you notice another halfling. And there's something you're like, oh, a familiar face. And you turn, and for just sort of this briefest moment, you see a masked face, the shape of a devil, with a single red tear running down the side. And then a throng of people pass by, and then in that space where he was standing, there's nobody there. Did you really see him? Well, you're not entirely sure, but I think you've seen that guy before.
Yeah, at this point, I'm concerned that we're being followed, so kind of let Ophelia know, hey, let's hurry up and get what we need and get back to our house. I think I saw that halfling again. I know that some of you are home, but I want them to try to break in because we're out on the town.
Right.
So I kind of hurriedly, I think just the few items that I'm looking for is just like a nice kind of padded, like an arming doublet to go under my breastplate with like a collar, bracelet, maybe a nicer, like fancier, like sash type belt. So just more I'm accessorizing. If that makes sense.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you go to the TJ Maxx over there and you find some of that stuff.
Yes.
TJ Maxx is not a sponsor of the Elite Encounters. I feel like I have to say that.
No, they should be.
It would be great, right? That we can get like free discount, like last season's jeans and stuff. That would be all right.
Right?
Not that I shop there. My fourth wife, Candy, was there all the time. Anyways, so yeah, you spend a couple hours doing that. You go back to the house. Anything that you bought that is easily, you could find anything you want in Mekatar, basically. So we'll just kind of like hand wave that and do that off air. Because these guys don't care about what kind of stuff.
Yeah, I put my order in for some clothing and have to have it delivered.
Nice.
Okay, and maybe get a seamstress to like measure you and stuff, and yeah, okay.
A couple of nice dresses made up just in
Sure,
case.
nothing off the rack over there for Ophelia, huh? Got to get everything tailor made.
That's right.
Okay, that's fair. You guys are in fact bloodlords. Why not? Why, no more off the rack for you guys.
I said I ever bought on the rack anyways.
I don't know. Like I said, if I saw a shopping episode, I fast forward. I'm sorry. Anyways, you get back to your house after a few hours. Alara seems pretty pleased that she's found some contacts. Maybe she's practicing some new songs she wants to put together. Amon is banging away at his crafting stuff over there. What do you guys do? Getting late in the day.
So Bert thinks he saw Weeping Jack.
Yeah, certainly if you tell everyone. I swear I saw him. It was just for a moment, but I'd recognize that mask.
They are going to become
Anywhere.
a problem, aren't
They were following Ophelia and I in the market.
If you thought you saw him, you most likely did. Can't take anything for granted. We're in Megatar.
That's true.
I don't see what they have to gain by scrutinizing our movements.
Whatever they find, they're gonna report back to their blood lord that they have.
I think we definitely need to make sure we have this place as secure as possible before we leave.
I agree. Yeah, if we're going to
They
be
are-
out on some kind of detail with Cortash,
Mm-hmm.
who knows how long we'll be away before we get to come back.
And I'm sure that'll be pretty public knowledge among the Bloodlords, so they're going to know this place is empty.
Makes me miss the Field of Maidens. At least nobody knew what we were up to.
Just had to worry about a fucking Medusa.
When everybody's come home, so like you two from shopping and Alara from performing, I would have had my like crafting toolkit out. It's got like some tools and maybe like a little miniature bench that I can unfold and like a little portable like travel anvil. I would have been working on that rune. And Alara, when you come home, I look up at you and I'm sorry, I haven't transferred runes before and I'm really struggling with it. I'm really close. I wasn't able to get it today, but I think I can have this done tomorrow.
She gets a little smile and she says, "That's okay. I just appreciate that you're doing it.
Well, thank you for your grace, Alara."
I mean, you're doing a favor for me."
Okay.
Does it take magical crafting to do that?
Yes.
So you guys go about your business in the evening. You go to sleep. Maybe you do some more research. Whatever it is you want to do, that's fine. We'll fast forward to the next day. Anything in particular you want to do this day? I know you wanted to work on this rune. Anything else you guys got to do?
Probably just finish cleaning up and then maybe work on getting the bone ossuary pool, scrying pool / whatever it is, the vat full of bones and fossils. Maybe try repairing that, putting that back together in some way.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably not going to be great at it, but
Yeah, why don't you just give me a crafting roll to see how good you do
it.
at
Can
it?
help me. Yeah, sure. I'm on it.
Amon can't help you. He's busy at the moment.
All right. Here we go.
Mert crafting. Okay. This
How's
is gonna be-
about in 11?
Okay. So you try to repair this trough of bones, and you're putting bricks in. You're pretty proud of yourself to be able to move bricks without even having to concentrate and spend 10 minutes each brick. But then you get them over there, and they don't fit very well together. So you can't even get to a point where you can mortar them back together. It's just a big pile of bricks, and you're looking at it like, man, this looks like crap. And that's how you spend your day.
Sounds good. At least
Yeah.
it's a little more organized for when somebody who actually knows what they're doing can try it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like if you're kind of laying around for the weekend and then you get a call and like, hey, the in-laws are coming over, and you're like, ah, crap,
It's all
and
in
you're
the
like,
closet.
you're just like throwing shoes everywhere. Yeah, you get out the vacuum. You're like, I ain't even got time for this, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. You're throwing dirty dishes into the oven. I don't know, whatever you do, and then they show up and you're like, hey, look how clean we are. What's that? Yeah, what's up?
Not actually, Kyle is giving Amon a +2.
All right.
Okay, put
Nice.
that in your pocket over there. Thank you, not actually Kyle.
Neat.
Oh, and speaking of not actually Kyle, it would be remiss to point out that we are also allowing the table skull bones, right?
That's right.
For 1,000 bits to grant a table-wide skull bone. Now, it's one skull bone that anybody at the table can use. Just throwing that out there. And the reason I bring that up is because not actually Kyle was the guy who gave us our last
That's
one.
right.
So thank you for that, and thank you for your continued
Big time.
enjoyment of our show there. Okay. So, where was I? Crap. Oh yeah, we were talking about you're cleaning up, you're doing the thing. Okay. So you come to the nighttime. You guys going about sleeping again. Then you wake up the next morning. Going about your business. You do your prep. You clean in the house. whatever you're doing. I think by this point, you've completed the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
There
We
you
need to
go.
figure out how to react. We need to figure out how to make this statue thing not attack us, so it can be active.
I think that we have the manual, and I kind of like flip through some of these pages because again, like I'm the only one that speaks Requiem, but it does say here if we follow these words and
That's for
perform
the
this ritual.
dinosaur. I meant for the
You're
moth
talking about for the
man looking thing.
Oh, that thing. I have no idea how to
Yeah.
deal with that.
That's
Okay.
probably what I would have been doing last night,
Is
is
that-
trying to figure out how that thing works without taking the hood off.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just scroll all the way back to that part of the adventure so we can
I
figure
want to know
this
how
out.
it works so I can protect
No, that's
the house.
okay. I'm just giving you a little grief over there, darling. Don't worry about it. Okay. So this is, as you study this, obviously you know where it is. Like, yeah, you're able to kind of take a look at it. I would take an occultism roll or a thievery.
Let's go.
Or crafting?
No. Did I say crafting?
He said no.
If I meant crafting, I would say crafting.
All right. 2
Okay.
weeks is how long it takes for Pete to start being a dick.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I went with thievery.
Hey, I'm sorry, Joseph. It's probably the hot dogs talking, but I'm powering through over here, okay? I apologize.
3
33 of what?
thievery,
Thievery.
because it's a
Okay.
trap.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
And technically it's a 35 because I have set it off again. I have set it off before.
I got you.
So
Oh, I
with
see,
my
okay.
wary disarmament.
Oh, okay, all right.
Nice.
Very cool. So, with that, you think that as long as you keep the eyes covered, that is a physical means to stop this from springing on people as they walk by. I will also, with that roll, I will give you additional information that you could potentially dispel the magical energies on this. Now, that begs the question earlier that Lysander was going around detecting magic. How come this thing didn't show up on the detect magic? You have to have a certain rank of detect magic to be able to see this tramp. That's how powerful this was. So,
So there's no way for us to. Well, my goal is to turn it to where it protects the house still, but doesn't attack us.
unfortunately, with this particular thing, anybody it sees trying to go through those doors, it's going to do that. Except for the guy who built it, and that was Zardu.
So the last one out puts the sack on, or takes the sack off, and the first one in puts the sack back on.
You can run really fast.
Basically, this needs to be dispelled
Yeah.
because we can't.
We can put the sack on it, and we just write on the sack, like, secrets in here, please
Yeah.
don't remove.
Like some kind of Bugs Bunny cartoon
Yeah.
or something. Hey, treasure right here.
And then,
Check this out.
Well,
Don't look in the secret sack over here.
put a gold chain dangling out from around.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, we could
Warner
could-
Brothers is not a sponsor of
we could hang some
encounters.
pulleys and do and so that when someone opens the door, it pulls the sack off.
Trap the trap.
You saw me try to repair that fountain. I'm not going to be the one doing that.
So all I'm hearing is we will forever come in through the door with the big hammer that's going to smash people and never through the
Yes, we're
front.
gonna crawl through the balcony. Yep.
So it sounds like you're saying rig a trap to the trap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if we get like a pot.
This is classic role-playing game crap right here. Let's just take this one thing that's on
when we
one
come
page.
in, I can disarm it.
Bert
And
cast a
the
spell
pot
magic.
stays.
Just like a little.
And then we just bring it back when we go to leave.
Now, if we want to get really crazy, telekinetic hand. Anybody have?
Yep.
All right. Maybe. I don't know what's the range on that.
Let me look. Well, not only that, I actually have.
Oh my god.
You know
It's
how
only
you
a
know how I
3-hour
talked about
episode, guys. I
before?
don't know.
Do you want me to throw this off the balcony?
True.
I have telekinetic haul.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
I can
Meaning 5 pounds or more than 5 pounds.
way more than I think 80 bulk.
Oh, nice.
80 bulk?
Yeah.
What?
She said telekinetic haul.
Pardon me. That's like a train load.
One unattended object up to 80 bulk, with no dimension longer than 20 feet.
Ooh. That's crazy.
That's like
You're throwing that thing like a javelin into the next pyramid.
that's
Yes.
like a woolly mammoth or something over there.
It sounds like you could use that spell to just turn it 180 degrees. And then turn it back when you want to.
Yeah.
You're
And the
not
range
wrong.
is, let's see, 120 feet, so.
That is
Yeah.
really sick.
So yeah, honestly, as you're going out the door, you could just waste one of your spell ranks to turn the guy around.
Or you could throw it out, put down the pyramid. It's your character, Bess.
Best of luck to whoever.
We can either rig it
Yeah.
to go off.
Hey, look what I found in the recycle
now I just
bin.
want to
Yeah.
see it slide down the pyramid.
I think you should move it to a new place in the house every day. And somebody opens the door to go to the bathroom and it's in there.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
Wait
it
a
would be
minute.
like
Do
a.
you guys go to the bathroom? Well, I guess Lysander and Ophelia would have.
That would
I just
be-
pretend.
Okay.
Keeps the routine.
That would be so.
Keep the routine, you know?
Yeah, I
Helps me feel-
understand.
helps
Yeah.
me feel normal.
I mean, as a zombie, I need to eat brains. So
Yeah.
one could infer that zombies also go to the bathroom.
Okay. Maybe you're right. That is. We'll check the rules on that, and that'll
right.
be the no shit Sherlock next week.
It'll be the winter 2026 errata
I don't
from
think it can. I
Paizo.
don't think you can
Yeah.
call it no shit.
Yeah. The no shit Sherlock. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But for now, for the love of God, can we move on?
Yeah.
You know, real quick,
Oh.
a good idea from chat. If those neighbors give us any trouble, we could just gift it to them.
Yes. I love that. We put the big bow like around the.
Around its eyes, they
Around
take
its
the bow
eyes
off. Like,
and-
this bow is stupid. Blah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That's funny.
Open me. Yes.
All right. Well, we'll put that in our back pocket for now. And oh boy,
So basically, that's not going anywhere.
you could put that. I mean, you know, the sky's the limit. Use your imagination for this thing that is on one page of one part of the adventure, and we'll spend the whole episode talking about that.
Hey, it's a trap in which we could set for anybody who wants to break into our very empty.
Yeah, I tell you what. Let's make it simple. If you give me a thievery check in combination with the Mon's crafting check, we'll see if you can rig something up. And as far as the details, we can come up with that later.
39 crafting.
Okay?
33.
All right. So I'm going to say that whatever you guys concoct over there, we can probably have set up for the next time you leave the house.
Love it.
Okay?
Oh my god. Yes.
And then as far as the details, we can work that out.
Actually, I actually have an idea. Maybe it's a lever by the door that maybe it's like a mechanical shutter that goes over the eyes, and when you pull and lift this lever, it
Drop sunglasses on it.
Okay?
well,
Like a boss.
I was thinking just like a steel, like a metal
Shutter.
shutter.
That seems more up a Mon's alley
Yeah.
than crafting sunglasses.
Gill sunglasses.
Yes.
Okay.
Nuclear sunglasses.
So the rest of the day moves on.
Great.
It'll take me the rest of the day to craft.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
So
So-
you're busy over there.
We should, once this is over, we should probably go and look and see what our next duty is.
We don't want to make Cortash impatient with us. I know
No.
he gave us some leniency. We had time to get settled.
Are we just leaving the autopsy room and autopsy room?
I mean,
Who's to say we might not need it?
there's 4 bedrooms in the back and an office and an autopsy room. Oh, you know what? You can sleep wherever you're comfortable, Alara. If it's an autopsy table, then
So be it.
Yeah, I kind of already grabbed dibs on one of the bedrooms. So,
I threw my bedroll in the office, so.
so if that's where you want to set up shop, by all means.
All right.
Let's go.
There's lots of I remember there's a lot of shelves in here, so.
It's a lot of organization, for sure. You just have to get rid of all of the tools.
Just incorporating them one at a time.
throw my rug out.
You can put all your stackable
incorporate
clear acrylic on all the
Amon, while
shelves.
you're over there by the door,
Let's go.
not to cut this exercise short, but while you're over there building this lever, you hear faint scratching at the front door. What do you do?
Faint scratching, like. Just faint scratching?
Like scratching that is faint. Like
Okay.
feeble scratching.
Like
at
a
the door.
clawing or a screeching?
Oh, for Christ's sake with this guy.
I
We'll
would-
call it a clawing.
I would crack the door open to take a look.
You crack the door open,
Uh-huh.
and there is a figure kneeling at your front door with his hands kind of scratching trails down the front door there. It appears to be some kind of ghoul. And stitched to his back is a letter. And when the door opens and he feels it open, he doesn't even look up. He just prostrates himself at the door there with the letter facing you.
I would very trepidatiously retrieve the letter.
Trepidatiously carefully or trepidatiously bravely?
Probably both.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, brave and careful.
Brave and careful, which is probably the very definition of trepidatiously. I'm glad we sorted that out as you go to, what are you doing again?
I'm retrieving the letter.
Okay,
I'll be
the
back.
letter is stitched into the flesh of his back.
Stitched into.
Meaning you read it.
Ugh.
So I'd have to read it on its back.
Or rip it off.
Or can I? If I rip it off, it will tear the paper, right?
Or his flesh, whichever.
his flesh.
Depends on the strength, the tensile strength of the thread there.
Which way is it written?
It's
like-
written so that you can read it just
He's
by
pressing-
looking down
okay.
at him.
Well,
Yep.
I could imagine it being this direction, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
It seems as if it is intentionally oriented so that you can read it while this guy is in this position.
Okay, I'll call out for Mert.
So it started down here and worked its way out. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, guys.
There's, well,
Nope.
I'm going to leave that alone.
I'll call out, guys, and Mert, I need you.
Yeah, I'll kind of run up to the front room.
grab
What's up?
your journal. And I've noticed your penchant for taking notes, so
Certainly.
I'm going to read it aloud and ask you to copy down what I say.
Sure. Yeah, I'm staying there, quill and journal
And
in hand,
the
ready to
figure
go.
is just face down at the entryway. Please, my lord.
Okay, I read it
That's pretty
aloud.
good.
That was pretty good.
All right, I'm going to practice that.
I read it aloud to Mert.
Okay. You read it aloud to Mert, and it's basically an invitation to come to, I believe it's called Coffinstone Manor, this evening.
Okay.
It is essentially demanding your presence at Coffinstone Manor, and it is signed High Priest Cortash Kane.
We've apparently dallied too long.
I suppose we should get going then.
I'm okay with that.
Probably get myself ready, fit with my new fancy clothes and breastplate over the top of it.
All right, so as you're all getting ready to go, what do you do with this guy at the door there?
I just close the door.
Okay,
I just close it.
just close the door.
I just
And you
close
hear
it.
the faint sound of like something crawling away.
Skittering away.
And then I'll pick up that armor from Elara, and I'll kind of inspect it and nod in approval, and I'll hand it to you.
Oh wow. This looks great. Thank you so much. Are you sure I don't owe you anything?
Positive.
Well, thank you. Put it on.
Okay. So you spend several minutes donning your armor, according to the rules. And once you have donned all your equipment, I suppose you make your way over to the Coffinstone Manor. And those of you who are from Mekatar are pretty confident you know the way to here, so no need to belabor that point. And you make your way to a trapezoidal structure that kind of looks like it would probably be coffin shaped if you were to look at it top down.
Interesting. Okay.
When you arrive, you are escorted inside there by a well-dressed ghoul. He's like, "Hey, come on in, everybody. Welcome to the Coffinstone Manor. Please follow me." And he guides you in. And he takes you to a chamber that appears to be some sort of meeting room, maybe. And there is a long table set up. And on the table is what appears to be a meal, comprised of humanoid limbs and organs, I'm guessing internal organs, in various states of decay. They're all laid out artfully on the table. There is nobody in the room, and the guy that escorts you here says, "Please enjoy yourself with the meal, and I'll be right back." And he goes out. And you're standing at this table with all of these body parts on it. What do you do there?
In order to be polite, I would probably sit down. I'd wait a little bit before eating anything, but I would probably sit within arm's length of something greeny.
Okay.
So I will sit down.
What's everybody else doing?
I guess I'll take a seat, but if there's any meat kind of at my place setting, I will kind of set it back to the center of the table.
Well, there's meat, all right, but
Yeah.
it's
Mystery meat.
oh, it's no mystery.
It's
This
no
is
mystery.
probably like someone's calf, like there's still a foot attached.
Oh, so it's like raw veal.
Yeah, it's like raw body parts that are just rotting on the table.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a seat, but I'm not. Yeah,
Okay.
not gonna touch anything.
Untouched with
Not
the
a
food.
big tartar kind of guy.
All right. Yeah. Understand.
I guess I'll sit too. But yeah, I don't really see anything appetizing.
Do these look like the body parts on the table? Do they look like they are from human body parts? Are just humanoid body parts? Like
Humanoid. I would take a medicine check maybe to identify something more specific.
31.
Well, I think that maybe the foot over here that Mert is rejecting might be obvious because it's got some hair on the top of the foot there, so it's probably halfling. And there's some other parts there that may have come from a dwarf, but yeah. Sorry, did I say that wrong?
I didn't hear
Where I
anything.
come from, we call them dwarfs.
I will.
I didn't hear anything.
I'll just go over to just an empty chair sitting kind of by Mert.
All right.
But he doesn't sit down. He stands behind the chair.
Okay. Is your buddy in there with you?
Remington? Yeah.
Okay.
He can snack if he likes.
All right. Does he?
No, because I'm not. So he doesn't.
That seems reasonable to me.
I think, like, eventually, so I would sit down because it seems like we're guests at a thing, and I don't want to be rude. I would see something Like I would seek out maybe something that looks like brains, but I wouldn't eat it right away because I don't want to be rude, and also I don't really know what the vibe is here. Like, why are we here? Is this gonna be a friendly encounter? Then maybe after a while, if no one comes and shows up, I might like.
Okay.
I love it.
As you're starting to pull maybe a small sampling over to your plate, Cortash Kane himself comes into the room. And he's got his hand resting on the top of that skull of that creature that's floating next to him there, that kind of disembodied torso.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of scratches on the top of that head. And the floating torso just kind of opens its mouth, and you hear, hey, you guys finally showed up over here, and it's about time. I gotta tell you, I'm not really impressed with you guys being called the Bloodlords already, but perhaps there is the potential for you to change my mind. But first, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about yourself and how you earned this title, Bloodlords? And you could tell there's like some kind of like impatient dismissiveness in the voice. I'm not doing it very good, but you know, you can tell that in the guy there that he's got. Yeah, see that? That's what's coming out. It's probably a little creepy, but that's what he says.
I became a Bloodlord because I was deemed worthy by the Ghost King himself.
And why don't you tell me what your name is? He says as he scratches the head and the head talks.
I'm Amon.
And you?
I also became a Bloodlord because King Geb himself deemed it so. And you can call me Bloodlord Darkthorn.
And you?
I'm Alara, and it's the same, deemed by the king, but you know, our deeds preceded us. We've earned it, whether you've heard about it or not.
And what about you?
Yes, I'm Mert Nellis, halfling from the town of Great Urge. As my friends have mentioned, certainly we've already realized how quick word moves in Mekatar. I'm sure even from where you are, you've heard of what we've done, and I would say what has brought us to be Bloodlords is, yes, Geb's appointment, but also maybe just some luck and timing. It seems that the Bloodlords of Geb it's a bit of a fickle role, if you catch my meaning. There's not a lot of lengthy tenure, so we just happen to be the latest faces in a long line of revolving Bloodlords.
All right, when you say that, you notice that there's some kind of small smirk that plays across that face, even though it's hard to read with all those teeth. But you get the sense that something about that struck a nerve. And finally, what about you over there, sweetheart?
You can call me Lady Abinard. And I am Bloodlord because I was appointed so.
Yes, everybody's got an appointment and etc. But what gives you the right to be my so-called honor guard?
I don't know that what gives us the right is the correct question. We were told that that's what we were going to do. So whether or not you believe we have the right to be your honor guard is a moot point. Here we are.
If your concern is in our capabilities, I can assure you, you're in capable hands. Take a lot more than a few ghouls.
Can I have like a sense
Say that
motive?
again? Say that again?
Yeah, it'll take more than a few ghouls to harm you.
Okay. All right. Sense motive?
Sense motive.
All right. That is a secret roll, sir.
It sure is.
So you're not entirely sure what this guy's real motivations are asking you these questions.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to do to kind of kick things off here with this guy is we're going to do one single round of influence.
Okay.
You remember this from
sure do.
the rhino? Remember? So while you were trying to talk to this guy, maybe you don't trust him. Maybe you don't want to open up to him right away. That's understandable, right? This
I
guy's
think
he's kind of been a bit of an asshole to you guys.
I think that's generally the go around for the table, considering our answers.
Right, I understand. But you have an opportunity to start influencing this guy. Now, so far, your attitudes have been kind of crap, I got to tell you. But there are some things that are being said that might play into this. Now, just a refresher about the influence rules, right? Everybody gets one turn to kind of, spend some time telling me how they want to talk to this guy, what they want to say, and then you could do a few different things. You can make a check to do what's called discovery, or you can find out a weakness or a resistance of this guy, right? Like what he'll respond really well to and what he doesn't like. Okay, that's kind of weakness and resistance. Or you could try to influence him right off the bat by saying some things along some threads that you've already started pulling. And we'll see how this works. And as we go around the table, we won't roll initiative or anything. We'll just go around the table. Tell me what you say. If you have some more interactions with this guy, if you don't really want to say anything at all, that's fine. But if you want to take a stab at a discovery, then we can do that too. Okay? So, I will say that we will start off this time with Mert.
Okay. I think I've kind of already been doing a little bit of it, but I think I'm going to go for a discovery. Kind of like giving him some jabs here and there to like see, where his prejudices lie and kind of how he feels about his nation in relationship to ours. So, I'd kind of be maybe asking him about, how things fare in his kingdom and, just kind of get a feel for what the relationship is like currently.
Okay. That sounds like society.
Okay.
I'll take a society roll. And you could roll these aren't secret. You could have at it.
Okay, there we go. That is a 35.
A 35 discovery is a success. So you can learn a resistance or a weakness.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mathed wrong. 37. Does that change anything?
It does not.
Okay. I would like to
appreciate you
know.
being honest.
So weakness is like something that is easy to influence him with.
Yeah, so that's like what they'll respond easier to.
That's
It's
what
like
I want to know.
gaining more influence points if you do these things.
Right.
A resistance is like if you try this, he's gonna be like, yeah, I don't like that crap.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do weakness.
Okay. When you mention things about he will not fall prey to simple ghouls and kind of lean into some of these relations with other ghouls, I'm going to give you that he may have some tasks that he's going to ask you about, in particularly related to some ghouls. After you do these tasks, then what will happen is we will reduce the DCs of any kind of discovery or influence check by 2 if you are successful with one of these goals.
Okay.
So he's open to people doing what he asks, basically, especially when it comes to ghouls.
Sounds like he might have a ghoul problem of his own.
He just might.
Okay.
He is the high priest of Cabriri.
Yep.
So I don't look like a dumbass. Jacob, do you have any insight on Cabriri for the team?
Absolutely do not. For
Okay.
in-world Cabriri.
That's all right. What about out-of-world Cabriri? That makes it sound like you know the guy personally.
Yeah,
Has him over for dinner twice a week.
that's right.
Okay.
He doesn't bring the talking head, though.
I tell you what. We'll talk about Cabriri kind of after we get through this, because we want people to kind of get a sense of what's going on here and how important this might be.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
What is he?
What is he?
Yeah. Is he a
I think he's a ghoul.
ghoul?
He is a very ancient and powerful ghoul.
Gotcha. Okay.
No one gets in to see the wizard.
I didn't even catch that. Okay, my bad. But he is in fact a very ancient ghoul. And if you remember, the author described his skin as like lunch meat that just went bad or something like that.
Ugh.
Rotting meat
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
green glisten.
That's right. Yeah. Yep, that's strange. Yep. Yeah, kind of reminds me of them hot dogs I had on the way down here. You shouldn't trust hot dogs you get from a roadside gas station.
Yeah, don't eat
finding
green
that out.
weenies.
What's that?
Don't eat green weenies.
No, don't do that. Okay, so what would you like to do over there, Ophelia?
I would like to do a discovery.
Okay, so tell me how you go about doing that, roleplay wise, and then we'll give you a skill maybe that would pertain.
He seemed to laugh at when Mert said something about the Bloodlord's position being fickle.
Okay,
Um,
so you want to play into that a little bit? How would you
Yeah.
do that?
maybe it's more of a question. So how is it that the Bloodlords have treated you before now?
Okay, so you're opening up some dialogue there. But you're trying to do so in a discovery fashion,
Yes.
right? That sounds like the relations between two governmental factions, so why don't you give me a society check over there?
39.
39. Wow. Okay. Not bad. So you have discovered something. I will say that Mert has already kind of figured out the weakness there, so I'm going to give you the resistance.
Yes.
Uh,
I was going for resistance.
okay, this is works out perfect. Then I'm glad we had a chance to talk this out. Kortash is particularly nonplussed by any ghouls or worshippers of Kabiri who do not dwell in Nemrit Noctoria. So ghouls, you're talking about like how people here in Geb treat his people. He's not really impressed by ghouls who worship Kabiri here in Geb. He doesn't feel like they're devout enough. He's also unimpressed with people who try to grovel to him or attempt to curry his favor by pandering to his power, which none of you guys seem to be bothered to do, so not bad. But if anybody does, like brown-nose the guy, you're basically going to take a -2 penalty to any of your checks to influence or discover this guy, because he doesn't like that crap.
So we started out okay.
Yeah. He's not really bothered by your insolence so much. In fact, he might be a little impressed that you're standing up for yourselves. How about Aman?
Well, I think Aban is maybe trying to relate to him in a way. So thinking of, like, he's being a little bit of an asshole, right? Well, I've had moments in my life where I've been a little bit of an asshole and thinking about that was coming from a place of fear, right? So, like, as Zareth Dustborn, he was an asshole to the undead because he hated the undead, but it was coming from a place of fear for, like, his own life in the quick Ingeb, right? And then becoming Amon, he was an asshole due to, like, all of the stuff that happened during his transition, but it was just fear. Like, fear made him obey. So maybe this guy's being an asshole to us because he's afraid. Can he really trust us? So I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to, like, relate to him on that front, and also kind of trying to think, how can I connect to this guy? Because I don't know, like, I don't think I have anything in common. I'm not good with words. I don't really know how I'm going to relate to him.
Okay, so maybe.
As a way to demonstrate that we're qualified, I'm going to use my crafting to basically take and I'll take my shield off or off my back or something and just bend it over my knee and just really damage it. and then I'll take it and like I'll showcase it first and like explain I made this, and then I'll just like damage it, and then just as deftly repair it.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and do that, but while you're at it, that's not really one of the checks that will influence. He doesn't care about crafting. He's a high priest.
Sounds like
He's
an
got people who
intimidation.
can do that. But what you could do is, as you're trying to watch him and get a sense of how you can connect with him,
Mhm.
give me a perception while you're performing this feat of incredible crafting.
Okay.
So do the crafting part first, and then as you're doing it, you're kind of observing his response. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the crafting was a nat 20 for a total of 43.
Wow. Okay.
And
That's
then-
very, very impressive. So because it's very impressive, I'm going to give you a +2 on your perception to kind of get a read on this guy while you're doing that.
Okay. So the perception is 37 with the +2.
37 with the +2. Okay.
Very nice.
So you have already figured out resistances and weaknesses, so I'm not going to like replay that. That's not fair to you, especially with those great rolls. So I'm going to rule that you have gained some influence points with Gortash there.
Cool.
And as he's watching you, you barely notice an imperceptible kind of nod as he's watching. Okay, Lysander.
I think Lysander, as the conversation has kind of worked its way around, he's not like physically sizing the guy up, because he's obviously more, physically threatening than I think Lysander is, but he is definitely kind of like looking him one up and down. And then after Amand has this amazing display of repairing his shield and kind of watching him, Lysander just kind of like squares up to him and says, "Look, we can be as valuable as you need us to be in this arrangement. I'm not saying that we're going to do everything that you ask us to do, but if you have things you need us to take care of, we'll make sure they get taken care of. If you have things that you need to have go away, we'll make sure they go away. That's why we're in the position we're in. So I think if we think of this as a business arrangement, maybe a little bit of a negotiation here, I think we could probably come away with this with a little, we'll scratch your back, you'll scratch our back."
Okay, that sounds to me like diplomacy.
"37.
37 just edges over the top to be a success. You've earned another point. As he's listening to you, just the briefest expression on his face, like there's some understanding there. Okay, and finally, Alara.
We've got a +2 for Ophelia.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay, so Alara's gonna just have a smile on her face and kind of say almost playfully, you know what I find interesting is that, we were assigned to this. So is it often that you doubt what King Geb has ordered?
yeah, scratch. Yeah. Be careful over there.
Do you not trust his guidance? And maybe you don't. Can't say I know him well, so I'd love to hear.
Okay. For that, I will take diplomacy.
Let's go."
Okay. which I can roll as performance.
Let's go.
Well, crap.
Well, shit to bed.
No, don't feel that pressure. Like,
Well, how are you performing this? Like, did you do a little tap dance while you were talking about that, or just more like
Oratory.
Oratory.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
She's very persuasive with her word choice.
Yes, honeyed words over there.
Yeah.
So that would be a. That's because I hope 32.
32. Diplomacy. He slowly shakes his head, scratches the head of that little torso that's floating next to him. I am done discussing this with you. I think it is time to move on to what your first duty as my honor guard is. And we'll find out what that is
Whoa.
after we take a short break.
Oh,
Man.
no.
I know it goes fast when
goes
you're
real
having a
fast.
great time, but I gotta tell you, those hot dogs are really getting to me right now. So I'm gonna step away from the table there,
Do what you
and
gotta do.
everybody else is gonna hang out and try
Yeah.
and talk with you. Don't go nowhere,
Sure.
because we're gonna be back very quickly and get an idea of what this Cortash King guy is up to, and get your first assignment
Let's go.
as the honor guard of this High Priest of Kabiri.
I-
Now, do we want to talk about Kabiri, like
Yeah,
maybe
I'll-
during the break?
I'll hit it a little bit. You can step out, and I can do a little intro.
Okay, yeah,
kinda-
that sounds good. And if any of you guys, Kabiri has been around since probably D&D 3.5, if not even before.
Yep.
So if you have some like personal knowledge that's not necessarily like Golarian knowledge, right? That's fine.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm
If you
not
never heard of it, that's okay, because it is not very common to talk
Sure.
about in your role-playing games and your TTRPGs.
Because usually you
Well,
just
you'd
kill
be
these
surprised.
creatures. You don't necessarily talk with them.
In droves.
You'd be surprised.
Very true, very true.
We do. Seer on Tuesdays does a lot of very weird stuff.
That's true. That's true.
So
That
And
is,
this is-
there may be something in the Soul Severed canon over there in Iota Dree that has close relation to, or maybe an influence of one of these
Yeah.
creatures like
A sort of
Kabiri.
analog. Yeah.
Maybe, not saying that, I think once you kind of have a pantheon of like the various kind of alignments,
Mm-hmm.
then you always want to have the good and the bad.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
anyway,
We
I
do have
really
that,
gotta,
but-
gotta
Yeah.
take a
well,
crap.
I mean, some of the games that she ran before, we did a lot of questionable things.
Sure. Yeah, I think that there's that progression of like in a homebrew game where you do the classic hero thing and you're like, I want to mix it up, so you play this bizarre character.
Oh no, we did a full evil campaign.
That's what I was gonna say. And then you do the evil campaign, and yeah, you do some questionable things with some questionable creatures. And I think that I will say in like remastered Pathfinder 2e, we're seeing more of that. Like not necessarily that they're evil, but like more of these creatures and ancestries that you're like, weren't these supposed to be the bad guys? Like
Yeah,
orcs
I mean,
and goblins and
We played Drow and we hunted
Yeah.
unicorns at one time.
yeah, yep.
So
Which are no longer part of the 2e remaster universe because of OGL. So we have
correct.
cave elves
Anyways,
now.
so what is the thing?
Yeah, so
with the thing?
Kabriri, I just did a quick little look. So Kabriri is the patron deity of ghouls. You generally referred to as him who gnaws. He's a demon lord.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, the myth surrounding Kabriri's creation was he was the first mortal to consume the flesh of his own kin. When he died from stomach pains, he was basically brought back in the outer planes as Kabriri, this demon lord of ghouls. This massive ghoul with huge talon-like claws and sharpened teeth and cloven hoof feet.
Okay.
Basically, ghouls worship and revere him, especially like we were mentioning in Geb. Or I guess, I mean, technically it's not in Geb, but in Osirian to the north, which is our neighboring nation. Underneath Osirian is that, let's see, what's it called here? The Nemret Noctoria, basically a nation of ghouls that are heavily influenced by the worship of Karuri. So yeah, this basically the first ghoul is what they believe him to be, turned into a demon lord, and that's who they worship in his abyssal realm, called Everglut. Which
Okay.
is very.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, you know, the tenets of him who gnaws, Cabriri, is to keep the secrets of the undead, and to consume the flesh of your own kind. So a lot of the ghouls that worship Cabriri are actually cannibalistic ghouls. And on top of that, this Everglut realm is kind of like a big library, because that's where he likes to keep his secrets of the undead. And he considers it anathema to openly share the secrets of undeath with those not worthy of it. But very cool. I guess there's like whispers of, at least in Galarian lore, Cabriri may have been an elf in life, and that is why ghouls have pointed ears, and that elves are immune to the paralysis caused by ghouls. So,
Okay, shut up.
yeah.
We gotta talk about Pete.
What about Pete?
What's up with Pete this week?
I don't know. He seems like he's having an episode. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, it's just he was super chill. Honestly, a welcome replacement to Patrick last week,
Yeah.
and then this week.
I think he's getting a little edgy. I think he's starting to kind of
I think he
puff his chest a bit.
he read the book and realized how hard this job is.
Yeah.
Well, is he getting edgy, or is it he's settling in and now we're just getting ready to see, is this what he's gonna be like? You know what I'm saying? It's like when a new person at work starts to get comfortable and they start like expressing themselves a little bit more, and then it's like, oh, you're not who I thought you were.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know. I've got my own Pete.
We shall see how it goes. We're only one band moment away from having to get him.
And we're only 1.5 episodes in with Pete.
Yeah. We'll see how he does.
You know,
Give him a shot.
yeah.
Yes. At least until he has a
Full-on
cancelable
breakdown.
offense.
Full-on breakdown.
Yeah.
I'm
With
just
the
I
saying,
don't know. When's
no.
that background check coming in?
Or doesn't make it back from the bathroom. Maybe we'll see.
Dang. Well, then we'll have to throw you behind there.
If I ate 6 hot dogs, I'd also be in
Dude.
good shape. Well, speeding down
Yeah.
Chicago and highways.
Well, that's just that proves my point. Like, how do we feel about bringing someone on that's going to be the type of person to eat 6 hot dogs speeding down the highway from Chicago with a hot mustard?
I think it depends on how well he can hold his mustard.
Obviously
I mean,
not.
I mean, I don't know what him speeding down the highway eating 6 hot dogs with spicy mustard has anything to do with his ability to
Yeah.
run
as
role-playing
long as he
games.
can run the RPG, I'm in.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I mean, Patrick was better at the voices.
That's true. He's got some work to do on the voices for sure, but he'll figure it out.
Oh shit. So what was the thing you were the ghoul?
Oh yeah,
The ghoul.
Cabriri, the patron deity of ghouls.
Not actually. Kyle
Also
said
known as-
hot mustard was Pete's nickname in college.
Heyo! I love that for you. Stone ground, baby.
Not actually Kyle. Do we know each other?
Did we go to the same college? Anyway.
But,
Okay.
Yeah, Cabriri, patron deity of ghouls, him who gnaws.
Yeah. That.
I will say that probably be lesser known to like a normal PC in Galarian, but there are some ghouls that do not revere Cabriri. In fact, they consider him kind of a affront to their deity, Naiharlet Hotep, who they see as children only learning a lifestyle that they have been practicing for aeons.
Okay, can you say that name again?
Naiharlet Hotep. Naiharlet Hotep. I don't think there's an extra H in there.
Okay.
Welcome back,
These are a
Pete.
special subset of ghouls.
That's pretty, it
This
was
is
pretty
what
good over there.
this is what we were talking about while you were gone. We were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about this.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but I got earbuds in, bud,
Oh shit.
and I heard every word you said, even
We
while I was in there in
we
the
were
toilet.
bluffing. It's
Yeah.
it's hazing.
It's
We're
prank.
hazing.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you got a problem with my voices?
It's hazing.
You're doing great.
We do this to all the new
look,
GMs.
I'm doing my best here.
Yeah.
You know, like some GMs do the voices, but they don't know the rules for crap,
That's
right?
very true.
I
You do
know,
pretty good with the rules.
I know these rules, inside and out.
Like that hot dog.
I don't. Yeah, well, it is out now.
That's right. It was inside, now it's out.
That's right. But I'm doing my best, and maybe at the end of the episode we'll let the audience decide, right? If If Joseph over there doesn't like Pete, well, then that's his problem. But if nobody likes Pete, well, then I'll just go home to Chicago and save the gas money.
No, we like having you here, Pete. It's been a lot of fun. I know that the more you do it, the more you'll get kind of in the swing of it. But yeah,
Oh, God, okay.
it's a lot. You know, running a home game versus running in front of a bunch of cameras and with a cast and trying to keep things going.
Yeah.
It's a lot of moving parts. So
I should let the team know that I've never played Pathfinder before. But
you're doing great.
Well,
like
in
I
that
said, I
case,
read all the rules real quick and watched all the episodes. I figured, just throw my hat in there. What can go wrong?
Well, you'll do just fine, and we'll keep you honest. Although I won't back CGM. I swear. I'll
No,
keep my
that's
mouth
okay.
shut.
I gotta tell you, Jacob, I appreciate you over there with your encyclopedic knowledge of the rules. And obviously, you're like, oh, I don't know anything about Kabiri. I don't know nothing. And then you just rattled off the whole, deities and demigods entry for the guy. So nicely done.
Thank you.
And I think that pretty much covers our bases when it comes to Kabiri.
Yep.
That's who you're dealing with, is the high priest of that, the worship of that
guy.
demon lord
So
over there.
Seems to make sense that all this food displayed out is almost a worshipful practice, right? To consume the flesh of these creatures.
Right.
And as Urgathoans, you also have the call to be gluttonous, but
It's true.
maintain some control here, so that's interesting.
Well,
I'm not eating. I'm not a cannibal. I may be gluttonous, but I'm not a cannibal.
Understand.
are zombies cannibals? If it's
I think by nature.
if it's a human zombie and they eat human brains,
yes. It's just selective cannibalism.
Right.
One specific part.
because that would be right. But do I have to eat human brains? Could it be?
I think you have to eat the brains of the living. I don't think you
Yeah.
can eat ghoul brain.
Could I
It
eat?
helps you.
Could I eat a horse brain?
I
Yeah,
guess
you
that's your
probably could,
definition of
but,
what living, right? Would that
Yeah.
if I cast a spell that said living creature, could I target a horse with that? I think so.
One could argue that you could, but you might not enjoy the taste very
That's
much.
true,
Might be
Well,
like
could,
cracking
vamp-
open a can of cat food or something.
right?
Can vampires drink animal blood?
They can, but
In
they
this
really
game?
don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
They
Okay.
can survive on it.
Yeah, it's
Got
like
it.
It's not a.
like
it's-
canned meat and jelly.
It's seen as unclean,
Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
and it's just a passable living, but it's not going to grant you your full powers. kind of
right.
thing.
Ophelia, let's go.
That's okay. Take her time. I mean, she's probably waiting for the turlet to air out. Up there,
That's probably true.
Anyways, boy, that's a little TMI. Sorry about that. But while we're waiting, don't forget that those of you who are out there who have not yet followed or subscribed to our content, if you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe. I don't know why you haven't done that already. It's so simple. You just push the button, and it's free, It's no skin off your back. And then you get a notification when we go live. Now, we're not just going live on Mondays, right? There's a show on Tuesdays. They got a good crew over there. I've watched a few episodes of that, and they done pretty good. I was a particular fan of Barnabas, but he moved on. And yeah, so check that out.
We were also a particular fan of Barnabas.
So much so, we gave him another show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
How about
Yeah.
that squirrel guy? Cool little
He was a
dwarf.
beast.
Yeah,
That
he
was
fun.
cool, yeah. And
Pete,
what's that there, TJ?
not to step on your toes or anything, but I think we're missing a 1 hour spellbound.
Yeah, I know, but nobody did anything that impressive to me, so I'm just gonna not worry about that.
All right.
But I appreciate the tip.
I will say too, I'm looking at the zombie dedication entry, and it says your hunger is for the flesh and organs of the living. So however you interpret that, I would say the brain is probably the most juicy, nutrient-rich organ you can eat. So
So then all
Flesh
this.
and
There you go.
organs?
it says the flesh and organs of the living. Of course,
So-
a brain is an organ.
So then all of these detached limbs on this table are not
Off limits.
tasty to me.
They
Well,
used to be
They
living.
used to be flesh of the living. I don't think you have to eat them while they're alive. You just have to eat the flesh of formerly alive creatures.
It says flesh of the living.
That's
That's what it says.
concerning.
That's what it
And
says.
greatly narrows down your selection for
Yeah,
culinary.
like these brains are no longer like going to the brain shop and getting it wrapped up in the thing is no longer an option. You need to attack the guy.
now
who
that
owns
he's
the
a bloodlord, he's only getting it straight from the source.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Farm to
attack.
table.
Yeah, there's gonna be like that monkey there on the Raiders of the Lost Ark where they crack his skull
Chill
and you just gotta
monkey
like
brain.
scoop it
Scoop
right
it
out
out.
of the guy while he's still
You
screaming.
carry your brain scoop.
We're gonna
with you.
wake up with a mod attached to one of our arms.
I think
or
that's a great
legs.
idea for a restaurant that maybe you guys can think about
Yeah.
opening up as a side project.
Monkey brains.
Yeah, maybe you can
But
craft.
it's not monkeys, it's the quick.
Maybe
Whoa,
you can
slow down.
craft a special can opener. Just put on somebody's head.
Yeah, or that scene from that one movie with the Hannibal Lecter where he was eating that guy's brains out while he's still sitting there smiling at the table. That was a pretty good one.
Pretty
Gotta
solid.
check that out.
Huh?
Ray Liotta was the guy that had his brains eaten. Ray Liotta is not a sponsor of the Elite Encounters. But if he was still alive, he probably could. The Ray Liotta estate is not a sponsor of the Elite Encounters. Rip Ray Liotta, no offense. Okay, so I've listened to, I gave some second thought to what TJ has said over there about the skull bone, and you know, it's not fair for me to withhold these. That's you know, as much as I think that they're a, you know, like a net underneath your tightrope. I'm gonna give this one to Mert for
Ooh.
backing me up on the Kabiri,
Heck yeah.
which
Thank
I guess is more of a Jacob thing, but
I'll
I
take
think
it
that
by proxy.
I think that
Mert
works.
accepts it.
Yeah, Jacob's Murder's Jacob.
That's right.
But no, I think everybody has done well so far with the Gortash Kane and the impressing the guy, maybe. But let's move on.
Great.
Now that we understand who Kabiri is, we're all back at the table. We're all feeling a little bit better, a little bit lighter, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna move on. Okay, so Gortash regards you as he continues to move around the table. And you're all kind of seated at the table with the exception of a few of you there. And yeah, this is what he's going to say here. Scroll back up, dude. This would be so much easier if this wasn't. Okay, they write a lot of useless information.
Sometimes
in
where they
adventure
put it
pads.
is not very helpful.
Very like get a grip, man. How about some bullet points or an outline, right? You got to write a novel over here. Okay, so once the introductions are complete, he goes on. He explains, again, talking through his little
Yep.
torso there, that he knows that Geb has appointed him this honor guard as a bit of an insult. To him, Gortash Kane, the high priest from Nemret Noctoria, but also in a way to you, assigning you these attendant duties is beneath a bloodlord in his opinion, and also assigning brand new bloodlords to Gortash is beneath him. However, he says, fortunately, I fear nothing in this city, or indeed any who might wallow in its thin and tasteless surface air, so your duties as guards to me are unnecessary. But you can do with your time what you wish. There is, however, something I would have you do for me. Something that I think could benefit us both. Okay? But he probably says it in a creepy voice that Aman would like. Okay?
I think your voices are great.
Okay, well, yeah, appreciate that. Okay, I'm still not going to give you a skull bone. He goes on to explain the existence of a cell of Kabiri worshippers here in Mekatar, led by an exile from his city of Nemret Noctoria, a ghoul by the name of Yurgak. While Yurgak has led this cell in secret for years, she's always been smart enough to leave a low enough profile when choosing her meals, feasting on low-ranking members of Mekatar society who would likely go unnoticed. Lately, however, Yurgak's ghouls have been hunting and killing high-ranking members of Mekatar factions. The cult has taken the name of an ancient sect called the Secret Eaters, and are taking the worship of Kabiri to an extreme. Gortash is not happy about that. He's a practical and political personality. He understands that there must be some balance. He views Yurgak's actions as disruptive and problematic. But sweeping in and wiping them out himself could put him at risk. And being viewed by Mekatar citizens as rude or potentially even hostile, potentially creating all-out act of war against the nation of Geb. He doesn't want anything like that. So, with your character's help though, I guess I shouldn't read it like that. With your guys' help, a much more elegant solution has presented itself. If you can infiltrate the cult's headquarters and wipe them out, you'll do Kortash a favor and the city of Mekatar a favor. He also informs you that he is intrigued by you and invites you to return to Coffinstone Manor whenever you wish. What do you say to that?
I'm always eager to find a more appropriate response. If this can streamline solutions, I'm happy to do it.
Glad to hear we're not going to be following you around all your luncheons and dinners. I'm sure we'll take care of your ghoul problem.
What say you, Lysander? He says through the voice.
Do you know why do you know why they're in Mekatar?
They are exiled from the Noctoria, and they felt as if they could blend in to Geb society and move about secretly without drawing too much attention to themselves.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
So
He said.
they've gotten a little uppity in their blending in now.
They're apparently killing high-ranking officials.
And if it is found out that they are citizens of the Nimrat Noctoria, this could be very bad for my people.
But aren't they exiles, so they wouldn't be citizens of?
I don't think Geb would see it that way.
What can you tell us about the history of this cult before this revitalization here in Mekatar?
What can I tell you about the Secret Eaters? Well, it's a secret.
Okay. Well,
And they eat.
Let's see here. Let's see if there's any information I can tell you about these Secret Eaters. They are obviously ghouls. He kind of, since you have gained enough influence, this is what he's going to say to this. I have a personal reason for you to assist me with this. As much as I loathe Yurgak and the damage that she has done to my reputation so far, cannot deny that she and her cultists still receive, to some degree, the support of my God. There's a part of me that worries about this, and as such, I must eliminate them. I think you understand.
you're worried they're becoming too powerful and too favored by Kabriri?
Indeed. It is time to put them back in their place.
And their place is eradication?
Destroyed. That is correct. What I would have you do is go to their secret hideout, which is now becoming
Known
less and
hideout.
less secret. There are a couple problems here. First, you must go to a place called the Tower of Gnawed Bones. Some people who lived here in Mekatar may just know the place as Nodbones. This used to be a long time ago a place where they used beetles to cleanse the flesh from bodies, to prepare them for skeletons, to be animated for menial labor. But Mekatar has advanced to more magical methods of bone cleaning and has moved their favor on. The Tower of Nod Bones is now pretty much left with a skeleton crew, no pun intended. And it was easy pickings for Yurgak when she came here to blend into society. But more and more, their depredations on Mekatar's population has drawn attention to them. This again may be seen as an act of aggression by my nation, and by eliminating them, you will help me on a personal level. All I ask is that you go to the tower, eliminate everybody in there, and then hang the banners of Geb from the tower so that I may know that your duties are complete. Second, I have a more personal request. Once you defeat the Secret Eaters and their leader Yurgak, I would like for you to bring me at least the head and torso of Yurgak herself. I'm in the market for a new voice. And as he's scratching the head of the voice he's got now, you see the eyes kind of look up like, what? Can you do these things for me?
I said I'd rather do this than follow you around. Certainly. What?
I believe we are capable of it.
Sounds very doable.
I think that you are capable as well.
Well, Cortash Kane, we will see you shortly with a new voice.
I very much look forward to it. So he goes on to explain, and those of you who have lived here in Mekatar know that the Tower of Nod Bones, or Nod Bones as the locals call it, is in one of the oldest areas of Mekatar, deep in a part of the city called Vassal Alley. There is a distinctive spire of pitted stone that rises up about 120 feet. And from the side, because it has kind of a flanged middle floor or level, it looks almost like a hammer or a mace that's been like kind of plunged into the ground there. What are you doing?
Let's go.
I think on the way through, I imagine we could probably pick up banners on the way.
Where do you go to pick up the banners?
Listen, we just did a
There's
parade.
a parade. I'm sure we have banners left
I'm
over.
sure we have some banners somewhere.
Okay, so you go maybe and talk to the Zan Dazul
Mhm,
from the
sure.
Celebrants to get that stuff back.
Mhm.
Okay. When you go to ask her for the banners, she's like, hey, what do you need that for?
Decorate our new living quarters.
My dear mom, please, you must be open and honest with me. Would you like to try again? And tell me what you really want these banners for.
To express our patriotism.
Did you not already do that with your parade?
We want to continue expressing our patriotism following the parade
In what way?
by hanging the banners.
Where?
Around town. We want to hang the banners around town.
Do you have a permit for that? So you don't tell her, basically, is what you're saying? You're not going to tell her where you're going to hang these?
No.
Okay, that's fine. After some time, she kind of shrugs. I care not, as she scratches her little cat there. And the cat looks at you and goes, "Huh." And then you get your banners. The same ones that you used in the parade over there. Okay,
Let's go.
banners in hand. Head on over to the nod bones there.
So these are ghouls, correct?
Sounds
Are
that
we
way.
prepared for ghouls?
Yeah, and are we? Do you have any sort of idea? Is this like 10 people or like 1,000 or?
No. And then what if one of them is like the spellcaster we met at in the Field of Maidens? That was very harsh.
Well, if they were able to take out the skeletal workers of Oddbone, I can't imagine they're that powerful. Although, if Cortash is concerned about it, I imagine it's not an insignificant threat.
I think he's concerned about it because he doesn't have an answer for it, especially because it's here. He can't just walk in and smash the place.
I think, too, Lysander, that he is concerned and maybe even jealous of the favor that Kabiri is giving them. He didn't want to share much about these secret eaters, but I'm concerned about what power they're gaining to make them powerful. I imagine it's not an influence in numbers.
See,
We've seen the power that Urgathoa can grant us.
when I look at this equation of what he is and what they are, it's very similar to what he is and what I am.
Exactly. We may run into some atrocious divine magic from Kabiri.
I also feel not strongly enough to hinder our progress, but I feel stamping out that light is almost like stamping out my own light.
I feel that in a sense too. I don't think we should stamp out rival denominations of the same religion just because one is slightly more radical than the other.
That's like, I don't know. It's like saying in Geb, I couldn't worship Urgathoa. Sure, yes, it may be a little more difficult because of where it would be accepted or allowed or that kind of thing. But my choice of worship is my choice of worship.
Maybe we take a more tempered approach. Maybe we try to meet with them and try words before weapons.
I think we should find out exactly how radical they are first.
Maybe
I mean, we've been aligned with. We've shared faith with people that were trying to wipe out all the Quick in Geb.
maybe the favor of these secret eaters is going to be more beneficial than the favor of Cortash. I don't want to disappoint Geb, of course. But if this is going to be the new power,
I feel like
It also depends on who they've been eating.
I feel like Cortash is I don't know. He feels like a chastised ex-bloodlord who has fallen out of grace and has been told, take your radicalism and go somewhere else. Take your ball and go home.
potentially. I'll be honest with you, Lysander. I don't like either of these factions. The disdain for ghouls, their disregard for living flesh.
Me as well. But we told him he would help him with his cause, or whatever the outcome is. We just need to be very, and he just kind of looks at Amon. We just need to be very careful with what that outcome is and who we tell.
It is this truly what we were asked to do by Geb? I mean, protect or do any biddings that he requested?
Exactly.
We were told to be his honor guard. He has dismissed the need for the mundane guard and asked us, put us on his personal vendetta quest.
But his personal vendetta is also attacking the citizens of Mekatar.
I think Geb will see it favorably regardless, as long as we have a result to show him.
I agree. I think if what is happening is actually happening, if we stop that from happening, I think we are on the up and up on both sides. As long as we can produce the evidence that it was happening.
Could possibly strengthen the relations between Geb and the High Priest.
Maybe.
Well, either way, we'll have to go see what they have to say for themselves.
And also, if we were to fulfill his quest and retrieve the head and torso of their leader, that would gain us favor with him, which he could pass on to King Geb, furthering our agendas as Bloodlords.
I agree.
True.
I think you're right. I think we need to find more information. We need to find out more information on these people before we
Just to make
make
sure there's-
rash decisions.
Just to make sure there's not somebody else that we're going to lose favor with. If
It
nothing
seems
else.
like there is no win-win in Makatar.
Well, we might just have to weigh out who we're going to make mad,
Yeah,
and I think
exactly.
that's just
There's always another player at the table with cards of their own.
yes.
We've dealt with this before. A decision.
Yep.
Do you want to spend some time around town trying to gather some information to determine maybe who is among the missing? What is the societal impact here, the potential political fallout? Sounds like you're kind of hesitant
so.
to
I
like
would
do
like to.
this. But for recognizing the potential political impact, I'm going to give Ophelia the 830 skullbone there
Thank you.
because you're going to need it.
Is it a good
Okay.
idea to ask around town? Do we want people to know our intentions and motivations?
I mean, I'm not.
Depends on what you ask. right?
Obviously, I'm not advocating that we tell anybody what we're doing. I could just be gathering information.
Just kind of asking, have you heard about these
Yeah.
these secret eaters and who have been attacked? Who are the victims?
For the look, if you put it into perspective, we're Bloodlords empowered by Geb himself. If there are high-ranking officials going missing, why would it not be a commonplace that we would be asking, or a Bloodlord would be asking about these missing officials? Hey, we're just trying to figure out who is going missing. What's happening, right? Like,
And if their reckless scope is too large, they're going to have some very good answers when we confront them.
Correct.
To keep
I
their
just-
lives.
I just want some justification for doing this that is more than because he said so.
I agree. Okay.
That all seems reasonable. So let's spend some time going around town, asking some questions, throwing around your weight as Bloodlords.
Yep.
So you could do that either by intimidation, like getting information that way, or through diplomacy to gather information.
While we're going around town, I am schooled in secrets,
Okay?
which means I notice the signs and symbols that members of mystery cults and other secret societies use to declare their affiliation to fellow members.
Okay. So what do you need to know?
Well, I am looking for, specifically since we're looking for this secret cult hiding around here, I'm looking for something.
in that building.
I'm looking for something that, like, if there's a ghoul on the street that we're close by, if they, I don't know, if they have a particular icon or symbol or hand gesture that they do to another ghoul, or
Oh, okay, yeah.
like, oh, those guys are part of the same organization.
Yes, trying to start to identify people.
I gotcha.
That's neat.
Kind of like you're at the gas station, you see some people do suspicious
Or-
handshake.
Or this is a safe place for our group.
Yeah.
It's got, I don't know, teeth on it or some shit. It's a symbol.
Hobo symbols.
Yeah. But for that particular cult.
That's the proper name for them.
No, I'm with you. It's like the Thieves
It is.
Guild in Skyrim, right? Where they're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
scratchings like, hey, safe house.
Yeah.
Lantern in
That's
the
cool.
window, candle in the window.
But that is
Okay.
one of my feats that I have.
All
That's
right.
very cool.
That is very cool. So of course we're gonna play into that. So let me take a look at that real quick and see specifically. So what level did you take this feat at? I see it right here. Never mind. I got this.
A while ago. I just haven't been in the city.
Okay.
I also have Eyes of the City, so if we do want to try to track down somebody, I can use diplomacy or society.
So in this case, you can use occultism in place of diplomacy to gather information. If you belong to a secret cult, you automatically recognize members of your own group, etc. Okay, so as everyone's talking around and getting information, you can use occultism to get some of this information here.
I am not trained in intimidation or diplomacy. And hearing Ophelia talk about like all this stuff, like she wants to go around and look for signs of some kind of secret society. I want to go with her, and then would you allow me to use perception to maybe like, if I see something that might look suspicious, I could point that out and like confer with her. Do you see that? Does that seem like something? Does that seem fishy?
Okay, you know what? I'll roll with that. I might change the DC a little bit.
Is that a symbol, or did somebody just puke?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's
Like
interesting.
it's almost like we're almost like we're on a stakeout, and you're the expert, like you're the informant, and I'm your sidekick.
You're just
but
a
I'm also
schmuck.
Good to meet you.
I'm
Spotter.
keeping. Yeah.
Okay, why don't you give me that perception over there, and then you can do the occultism to get some.
Okay, it's not a secret roll.
Nah, not in this case.
22.
That die likes that number today. 31.
Okay. So as you're going around the town and you're looking for secret signs of anything like this, maybe you're talking to some other ghouls. You're not really finding anything that is a secret symbol for this particular cult. But there maybe would be a slight bastardization of the unholy symbol of Cabriri. So maybe you want to look for that.
Yes.
And as you're talking to some, maybe talk to a ghoul priest, an Ergothoan priest maybe, as part of this, canvassing the area for a little bit. He tells you that he knows nothing really of any secret eaters, but he has heard rumors that anybody who is a secret eater, they have maggots that live inside of them, and if you watch really closely, sometimes you might see them around their teeth, or they might wriggle under their skin. But what happens is when they consume the flesh of their victims, they can learn things from their victims' past. And that's what this priest tells you.
Yuck.
Disgusting. And I can understand why Cortash is kind of nervous about their rise in power. Because they certainly can divulge the secrets of the undead if they're not careful.
You may have stumbled onto something there. Okay. What was Mert doing while they were going over there?
I think I would just be kind of, we kind of know where this building is, the Gnawbone. So I would probably just kind of hang out in the vicinity and just kind of do, my eye for number situation. What kind of foot traffic are we looking at? What's the visibility? If we can get in somewhat unnoticed,
Okay.
or is it too busy?
He's casing the joint.
Yeah,
Sure,
keys
yeah.
in the joint.
Why don't you, first of all, let's do a little bit of a stealth roll to see if you can, hide and blend in over there unless
Sure.
anybody knows him. Okay, there's that. And let's just pull up Mert's character sheet here, and I'm going to try not to laugh. And then I will let you, since we're just rolling openly for some of these cases, you can just give me a perception there.
Sure.
To kind of eye for numbers, get an idea of comings and goings.
Great. 36.
Okay. So as you're kind of scoping out the joint there, it is a very high tower. There's kind of some buttresses kind of leading up to maybe like the second level. There only seems to be one major entrance to the bottom level of the tower there, and during the time you're watching it, nobody comes in or out.
Okay.
All right, and then over to Lysander and Alara.
She's going to be trying to get information. I specifically am looking for who's missing, that kind of information. Like who do we think these people have grabbed? Just high-ranking officials is too broad for me.
Okay. So you want names and stuff?
Yeah, I want to.
Great. Okay. Sure. All right, go ahead and give me a diplomacy roll to gather information there.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you roll it openly, even though I know it's supposed to be secret. Okay? I know people out there are like, come on, Pete.
Be 30.
50-30.
Yes, 50-30.
That is the biggest number I've ever heard. Do you mean 80?
No, 30.
30.
50-30.
Okay.
It's about a 50-30 chance.
Just giving you a little grief there. I'm sorry. All right. So there's a couple guys that are missing. There's a guy from the Builders League named Clarence, and well, you gotta make up names on the fly here.
I think it's less about the names and more about like, are they actually prominent people in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
so
they
I don't
just
have to
like-
make up.
You don't
Okay.
make up names.
Yeah,
I just
but
like,
just-
is anybody even care?
I'm
like,
going
is
with
this?
Clarence.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I'm even just more interested in like what their rank. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Is it the janitor? of
high
the...
level doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
How impactful are the assassinations?
Yeah, and if we have some information around like kind of what areas too, like knowing that they're from Builder, like that's helpful too.
Yeah, specific guild maybe that
Yeah.
you're targeting.
But yeah, I don't need names. I don't.
okay. Well, the
care about
factions that seem
Yeah.
to be most impacted are the Builders League and the Reanimators, because this is a kind of a Reanimator district, and that makes sense with the proximity of the Nod Bones, where they used to cleanse the skeletons to be ready to reanimate. So it seems that if you were to carry this out and put an end to some of these disappearances, you could potentially earn some influence with these factions, especially the Reanimators and the Builders League there.
We haven't done much with Builders,
Or the reanimators. We haven't done a whole lot with either of those two.
I
A
will
little with
also
the
tell you
Builders.
that lately that there have been more and more celebrants coming up missing.
right?
That seems to be a new focus of this particular guild. With that role, I'll give you that piece of information there. All right, anything else anybody wants to do?
We have most of what we need, right? So
Oh, when we come together, do you want me to send my bird in?
I don't think it would hurt.
Yes.
Okay. We'll do that then.
Okay, so you're over there across the street. What do you do with this bird thing? What is this?
The shadow spy. Take a bunch of some of my blood and soil and shadows and make a crow and send
Okay.
it to possibly look through the tower.
Okay, and what is the trigger for this thing to come back to you? Do you want it to make 3 loops around the tower? Do you want it to like? What's your trigger for it to come back?
Once it's looked on all the accessible floors.
Okay. So you mix up this blood and dirt and stuff, and this bird
And
takes
shadows.
off looking like a shadowy crow. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
And shadows.
And shadows. Why not? It flies off, and you see it kind of flying around the tower there, and then it comes back to you, and what do you do then? It just lands on your open hand.
I break its neck and drink the blood.
Okay. When you do that, you see through its eyes that it flew around the tower and looked, and there doesn't seem to be any way to get into the tower that it could go in and look around.
There's no way in. There's no windows. No way for the bird to get in.
Guess we'll just have to go look ourselves, huh?
Sounds like the front door it is.
Yes.
Is there like a guild hall or a celebrant's like meeting area in this area? Like, are there specific places in this region of the city where like the Builders League would, the builders, they would meet?
Not
or
necessarily. Maybe just some of them live here.
Some of them live here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, take it we're just going to the front door.
I think so.
Yep.
That's all we can do.
Mm-hmm.
You said there only looks like there's one entrance, and I don't see any windows or any other way in, so...
I think we should at least get a feel for them. Try to at least converse with them before it comes to blows, if we can avoid it.
Yep.
But if we go knock on the door, then they all know we're there.
I mean,
They'd find out sooner or later.
if we blow the door in, they'll all know there is.
If they're all defensive and fanatical, then they need to be extinguished anyway.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Here we
Sounds
go.
like we're about to finally play the game over here.
Let's
Okay.
go. Three
So-
hours in.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Listen,
No, there was
combat is not the only
Huh?
game.
We can like matrix this, when
Right.
they come when they come in through the metal detectors and they're just like, we're here. Like,
Everybody just starts dying.
yes.
I will point out, Jenny pointed out something. We are, in fact, playing the game.
Correct.
So
yes.
there
For sure.
was just a little bit of a smack talk there. Don't worry about
I get it,
me.
Pete.
I smack back.
I'm just anxious to really, kick your asses. Okay, here we go.
So we don't know what we're up against or how many. Here we go. Okay.
You find yourself.
Never tell me the odds.
So there's kind of this courtyard, this paved courtyard, that is paved with like the tops of skulls. So it's like cobblestones, but it's mostly like skull caps. Yeah, that's
man.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And so you are kind of stepping on all this like road paved with the tops of skulls into this courtyard, right up to this front door. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people moving around over here. It seems relatively quiet out.
I think Mert just seeing like the amount of humanoid remains just it starts to really get to him.
Yeah, there is probably literally thousands of skulls that have created just this courtyard here.
Hang back a little bit to kind of let everybody head forward. I'll be in the back of the group, but I'll hang back a bit. Try to calm myself down.
Okay. So you find yourself there at the front door that you pointed out.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually going to knock.
Oh, I'm knocking.
You pound at the front door there. And you hear some movement from within, but there is no answer.
I just kind of turn and look at everybody. There's definitely someone or something inside. Look, you can come to the door and we can have a civil conversation. I'm just trying to gather some information about what's going on in here.
Doesn't it feel, the secret handshake or something?
Yeah, but somebody's got to answer the door first.
There is no response.
Ophelia, is this door locked?
Is the door trapped?
Let's take a look-see. You are quite confident that the door does not appear to be trapped.
Now, is it locked?
No.
It's not locked. Nor do I... Looks clear.
Right.
You also know that the doors open inward to the building.
I go... Wait, that way.
I will let Amon kind of take his position at the door with Remington behind him, so Remy can push the door open, so Amon can have his shield raised and his weapon in his hand. And
I'll be up front. Well, I don't think if we're intending to try to have some civil conversation, I won't have my weapon drawn just
I
yet
understand that.
as a sign of hostility.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely have my shield up, defending.
Okay, we'll call you defending there. Anybody else have any exploration mode that they want to declare before we?
I'm gonna scout around. I'm gonna hang around in the back and just make sure like they're not, they're not coming from above us, scrambling out to drop behind us or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay, interesting.
I think seeking, but I think I'm also going to. Yeah, no, I guess just seeking, looking around.
Okay.
Okay, Alara's gonna cast Zealous Conviction
Okay.
on the
I have that too.
Not actually, Kyle said, "Baby Bloodlords, we have a warrant. Open up."
Okay.
Oh boy.
Talk to me about
Yes.
this zealous conviction.
I can cast on all of us, including Remy, and target each gains 12 temporary hit points and a +2 status bonus to will saves against mental effects.
Okay, and that'll last for 10 minutes.
12 temporary hit points and what?
Plus two.
Status bonus to will saves against mental effects.
Got it.
Your faith overrides signals from your body and mind.
Sure does.
And
There's some other things.
Yes,
but,
there's some other things, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's the important part.
Well, what do you say? What does that look like?
That's the important part.
Yeah. What do you say when you cast that? What does it look like? What's it sound like? Better yet.
What's it sound like? Goodness. This one is just gonna sound like a rush of like whispers.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yes. And it's just kind of like, yeah, that just kind of just goes
Unsettling.
out.
I think TJ has that sound.
Okay,
Somewhere.
so there's some creepy crap going on out the door there, and you're gonna try and push this door open.
Yep.
Remington kind of pushes against it and just kind of grunts as it does not budge forward.
Looks like they have it barred on the inside.
All right. Well, if it's not locked and it's barred, let me through, and I kind of like press through everybody, kind of hanging from the back, and I will try to force open.
Right,
Just
give
blow
me,
through the door.
Give me a try there.
I sure will.
Oh my. This has to look so stupid if you're watching us.
42.
Ugh.
42. Let me just do some math real quick.
Wha-bam!
And you push the doors open and they swing open, but they when they swing open, they kind of grind as there is a pile of detritus in front of them that's made up of a large mound of stone blocks, broken timbers, bodies of numerous beetles the size of giant dogs lay heaped against the door. There's a V-shaped shelf that runs along the angled wall to the south, along which are several displays of bright, shiny beetles. A flight of stairs leads up to the north to a double door. So what you see there is this just this opening room here. So you got this double doors here, and then you got a set of stairs going up to a single door, and that's it. But looking up from the shelves, and you could see where they were carving something on some bones. The bones have been dropped to the ground, and there are 4 figures there
Ooh, okay.
that are head to toe in armor, bearing shields
Ooh.
and horrible weapons of mass destruction as these creatures appear and they say, "Hey, what are you doing here? Let's roll for initiative."
There's your whispers.
Oh.
Right.
I love that.
Yes.
Now,
That's
anything
awesome.
depicted by these bones there on the map is difficult terrain because of that pile of crap in front of the door there.
Okay.
But ghosts don't care about that. Okay, so let's roll for initiative
Ghosts don't care about that.
as we enter into encounter mode. All right, Mert,
This is a 35.
Ophelia,
27.
Right, Mon,
32.
Lysander,
30.
right, and Delara.
27.
27. Okay, I'm going to put some things in order over here.
Let's go.
Then we'll see what happens. Mert, you will be going first.
Great.
You sure that adds up to 35 over there?
It does.
Yeah, you just had to double check.
I did cash in my guiding luck to reroll perception.
Okay. Suppose I'll allow that.
Am I first? Or are we-
You are first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of put a hand on the hilt of one of my swords. Just
Okay.
call out, like... well, I guess, okay, so I'm going to choose not to enter rage when I roll initiative. And I want to, like, a perception check, or maybe even a recall knowledge to, like, are these ghouls even? They're covered in armor and have these crazy weapons.
Okay. TJ, you might have a picture of these guys up there. This is the anti-paladins. And because I said the words anti-paladins, that is obviously a pre-mastered kind of
Sure.
situation here going on, but this is what they look like here.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, from all outward appearances, they do seem to be ghouls, covered head to toe in
Okay.
plate mail. They got a shield with the unholy symbol of Kabiri etched upon it.
Okay.
And
That's very cool
a
looking.
flail for which to kick your ass, and a number of other things.
Okay. Yeah, I
Oh my
will.
God.
Okay, so you said you wanted to recall knowledge.
Yeah, I'll recall knowledge on it.
Okay, you haven't raged yet, so
I can still do it.
you can certainly do it at this point. This
plus
would be
17 on my
a religion. Okay, thank you for that.
Yep.
Because you are now, in fact, level 12. I should remind everybody. Okay, with the 27, let's see here. Yes, this is most likely definitely a ghoul, but he is certainly more powerful than your standard watered down, remastered ghoul.
Okay.
And with that roll, you can learn something about it. I'll give you a piece of information. If they attack living creatures, they do run the risk of becoming paralyzed.
Ah. Okay.
That's right. And that's what you know with the one action. And knowing is 1/3 of.
Great. I'll then. I want to. I don't know what the action of this would be, but I just want to like use kind of, I guess, diplomacy to just kind of call out like, secret eaters. We've been sent by Kortash Kane.
Okay,
Stand down, and we can still discuss this.
you can certainly say that, but diplomacy is not something that occurs in rounds. It
Okay.
occurs in minutes.
That's totally fine.
But so you spend an action
I
trying
will
to plead
call
your
that
case.
out. I don't necessarily want to draw my weapons yet. I'll tell you
I
what.
will point out that they have certainly drawn theirs.
They've drawn theirs. Okay, I
Oh,
will
yeah.
draw my bastard sword in 2 hands, and then I am actually gonna kind of back up away from the doorway.
Okay, so somehow you get 4 actions there.
Now recall.
As an action, and then spending some time to talk to them
Okay,
about.
yeah, if you want, if an action to kind of call that out, that's fine. Then I won't draw. I'll just pull back. That's fine.
I'll tell you what, it's not an action to talk.
Okay.
You could talk freely.
Cool.
With a certain, and you only said a certain amount of words. We'll call it a non-action action.
Yeah.
Look that up in your player core.
Okay. Yeah,
And
bastard
then,
sword in hand, and
shut
I'll pull
up.
back.
Okay, a bastard sword, and then you pull back.
Yep.
Okay. It is now one of their turns. Yep. This guy right here will come right up to the door. And I got him on there. He's going to swing his flail around the corner there. Let's see here. I think. Do that because you are obviously a zombie. Let's hit you with this flail. That is a 31.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that sucks. So, he will try to trip you with this flail. Comes an athletics check against your reflex DC. Ah, crap. That is a 26.
No.
All right, I'm gonna double check here. Son of a crap. It is,
I know.
man. Okay, well, that was pretty impressive. Now it's Amon's turn.
I saw Merc right up in there with these things. He chose not to rage. He chose not to attack them. He drew his weapon so I can infer that he's at least trying to defend if needed. So I am going to take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at and ready in action that if yeah, I'm gonna draw my weapon for 1 action. For 2 actions, ready in action that if one of them goes to harm one of my party, an ally, I strike.
Okay. Lysander. Did specifically say you step back.
I don't like this. I will command Remy to move up to the doorway, essentially just blocking them from being able to come out into kind of where we are standing. But he's not like walking up there like he's gonna punch this guy in the face. I'm just telling him to, like, stand there, get in the way so that he can't come out here.
Okay. So there's a command.
Yep.
2 actions left.
Goodness. I will put Spiritual Guardian on Amon.
Okay. 2 actions to cast that.
Yep. And that's it.
And then that brings us to another guy over here who shouts out, you don't belong here! And then he comes up and he starts closing the door back. It's going to take him a little bit of time, not the standard interact action to close the door because of the cramp, but it's going to start closing. Allow.
Okay. She's going to cast Haste on Mert and then Courageous Anthem for the team.
Okay. Right, that brings us to Ophelia then.
I am going to cast one of my new spells. It is a 20-foot burst, and I am casting it back here where it'll get the 3, maybe the 4.
Depends on where you're going to put it there. You have to have line of sight, so you basically have these 2 squares here.
Yes.
So what intersection? Here, here, or here?
The one where it'll get more. It's okay if the 4th guy's left
I
out.
think it'll get them all.
Okay, that's pretty clear, but yeah, maybe it's hard to see because this map is very crowded right now.
Yes.
But yeah, I think if you put it in actually any of those intersections, that will potentially hit all of the guys. So what are you casting over
I
here?
am casting Slither.
Slither! I've heard of this. This is not a lot of fun.
A mass of shadow snakes burst from the ground and try to capture the creatures.
Right,
This
right.
is a reflex save.
So much for negotiations. Yikes.
No. Each creature in the area, when I cast the spell, takes 3d6 piercing damage.
If they fail to save.
I mean-
all right.
No. It
wasn't-
says each creature in the area, when you cast the spell, takes 3d6 piercing damage. It's grabbed or restrained depending on its reflex save.
I
It
will say,
also does a persistent poison damage, but I doubt they're affected by it, so that's why I didn't even
Okay,
mention it.
so here is the conditions of the save. If I make the save, the creature is unaffected.
Uh-huh.
If they fail, they take full damage and is grabbed. So if I make the save, I do not take damage.
Okay.
So, let's see here. So I got to make some reflex saves, you say,
Yes.
right? And what rank is this spell? This is a 5th rank spell?
And it is heightened.
How is it heightened if you
Once.
can only cast 5th rank spells?
What?
You can cast 6th rank spells now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I've
I don't
been
see it
able
on the
to
new
do that.
character sheet because I still have you at a level 11, but okay.
I
Thanks
still
for the
have
tip.
6 rank
Yeah.
spells at level 11.
All right. This is the point where I tender my resignation.
no, Pete, no. Man, the turnover is just rough. these
Yeah,
days.
you guys are just no fun to play with. It's just a bunch of crap. Okay. So back to these guys and their reflex saves around the horn. Let's start there with the guy with the sword down that attacked him on. Where's my reflex save? Okay, that's not great. That is a 28.
Fail.
Okay, then the guy with the sword up there is a fail. Then the guy there is going to be a 30.
That is my DC.
Okay, so nothing happens to this guy with the red, and then this one is also a fail. Okay, so
Were
they're
any
going
of
to take
them
some
20?
piercing damage. What's that?
Were any of them a 20?
Natural 20?
No,
Like number 20.
not
like,
number 20.
She's asking if any of them crit failed.
Yes,
I got one that was a 19.
that is a crit fail.
Okay, but it is, again, with the text of the thing, it is either, oh, there we go, crit fail, and then I'm restrained. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right,
Yeah,
so the
that
guy
one
with
is
the
restrained.
sword down is going to take some damage over there.
Full damage is 14,
Okay.
so double damage for the critically failed is 28.
Okay, that's it there.
And you're just handing out grapples like a calling card.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I love it. Very creepy, shadowy for
Snakes. Critically failed guy is restrained. The fails are grabbed.
So good.
Okay.
The escape DC is equal to my spell DC.
All right, hang on just a second there, darling. I got to write some numbers down, if you don't mind. Jesus criminy. Okay. Gonna take some damage there. This guy also failed. This guy succeeded, so nothing happens to him. This guy is grabbed. This guy is grabbed. This guy takes double.
So he
Terminus
succeeds
28.
even if he meets my DC?
Yes.
The
Meat
defender.
beats.
Okay, then that, and this guy is restrained. Okay. Well, that's a bunch of crap, and that was 3 actions. So
Sure was.
that's pretty good. So, the duration of this spell is for 1 minute,
Oh my god.
and anybody that goes in there has to deal with the same crap. Hope you like getting
Correct.
poison damage.
Good
These
thing.
guys do not take any poison
Okay,
damage.
I didn't think so. But they
Because
do take
are
piercing.
in fact ghouls. Okay. Oh, these guys are also immune to grab, so I don't know.
That's neat.
Okay.
He said these guys are immune to grabbed. No.
Oh, okay.
This guy that succeeded, he. This guy
What's up with the snakes? No.
jumped down
Snakes.
here, and he will continue to close the door And with the 2 actions that he had, the door is now closed. And then some things go on behind the scenes there. And you said the escape DC is what now?
30.
Okay. And it is athletics or acrobatics to escape or unarmed?
It just says escape DC.
Okay, so I use the escape action, which is athletics,
Did we go
acrobatics.
in?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, and then what happens if I end my turn? End space. Each creature in the area when you cast the spell takes the damage. Is grabbed or restrained. The creature that ends its turn in the area must attempt to save, even if it is already grabbed. You can dismiss the spell. Okay. So his first action was to escape, and then I think what he'll do is okay. The door is closed. Mert, round 2.
I don't know if I'm actually swung there. Did that one swing?
The one that swung at him on.
Okay, so one swung at him.
Yep.
Yeah, in that case, it's
on.
So, draw my other sword, longsword.
Ophelia doesn't play diplomacy.
One of them already attacked him on.
Yeah, I kind of need. I mean, do I need a free hand to force open? But I need to bust this door back open somehow.
Put a shoulder into it.
Yeah, I guess.
Or a boot.
Yeah, it just says using your body. Okay, so I'm gonna go for it. So what that looks like is draw sword. Move up.
With your hasted action.
Yeah, I mean I know Remy's kind of in the mix there, but I have the actions to move up, push it open, and move again. If I have to.
Okay, but you can't occupy the same space
Right.
while you're trying to push the door open. But that's not going to work because each action
Yeah,
has to
I'll have
resolve
to
before
delay
you
or something.
move on.
Okay, yeah, then I will just draw sword. Yeah, I'll just enter rage, and then pull back behind Ophelia, and that'll be my turn. I can't ready when I'm enraged, but I need Remy to get out of the way, and I'll kind of like shout out to Remy like, "Move! We need to open the door." That'll be me.
Okay. Ta-da. All right. On.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to force open the door.
Okay, again, there is no space there for you to get up and try to push the door open because of Remington being in the way.
Sad.
I'll delay.
Xander.
That's where I just tell Remington to sit down. Crisscross applesauce? No. I'll command.
Hey, thanks for tuning
right.
in, everybody.
I will command
Riveting
Remy.
episode.
I'll command Remy to back up. She's on the other side of Alara. Yep.
So that'll be his 2 actions.
Yep. I will sustain the spiritual guardian,
Sure, you got 1 action left.
and I will tell it to protect Mert, and I'll stick it in the square adjacent to the door. Yep.
Okay, Mert's got a space, but he was not readied.
I'll go now.
Amon comes out of delay, moving his initiative to here, and go Amon.
I'm going to try to open the doors.
Okay, so you come up here to the door. Give me an athletics check.
I'm gonna use my +2 from not actually Kyle.
Okay,
From earlier.
that seems reasonable, yeah.
32.
32. Okay. The door starts to push open. And that'll take the rest of your actions because of the debris that they've kind of piled up there.
Okay.
Okay. This is fun, buddy. This is Pathfinder sometimes.
Sure.
Okay. This guy.
So, hold on, time out. Technically, Remy can move on his own without me commanding him, so he can move on his own and move away.
Okay, but with the 15 feet, there's not enough room. It would take 2 actions to get over.
To get just on the other side of Alara?
You're saying right there?
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then one action would be to sustain Spiritual Guardian and in hopes to have Mert there, but that.
Okay, then what is your 2 actions before those doors got open?
My 2 actions before the doors got open is it's all jacked up now, but I'll cast Armor of Bone on myself.
Okay. Now can I take my turn if that's okay?
Maybe.
I mean,
Okay.
if you,
My knees aren't what they used to be, pal.
You gotta be.
Okay. So, this is the guy over here who is currently. So he's got to make an escape. This is an athletics against a DC 30. A 32. So his first action is to rip his boots free of these snakes. And then he jumps up onto the stairs. And then he opens, well, this door is actually already open. So he vanishes into that room there.
Chaining encounters.
I'm not going in.
I'm not going to hang out in the snakes.
Yeah, no, I.
And I don't know if you guys want to move through them. So
Good
I guess
question.
we're at an impasse.
I guess that's
Or
true
a stalemate,
because that
isn't
is not a. That is a friend or foe.
That
spell,
is
correct?
everybody that goes in there.
Okay.
Correct.
Fun. And I can't see any, but just from here, it doesn't look. I cannot tell what the door is. Can I see through the door? Can
So
I see
from
anybody?
here, you can see through the door.
Oh, okay.
And right now, the only guy you can really see is this guy right here.
Oh, okay. I think I can see anybody.
From the center of your square to the center of his, you can put a line through the door there. It's fine.
I guess we're actually attacking them.
And that guy is not bothered by these snakes at all.
Okay. No, he was one of them. Okay.
He's the one that rolled well.
Where? Ghouls living.
Hmm?
Yeah, are ghouls living or the undead?
They're undead.
Sorry, I didn't think I could see anybody. So I guess not. You know what? Let's just keep it simple with the cantrip because I don't know what we're doing. So
Sure.
spells. So I'm gonna go with just telekinetic projectile.
Okay, there's a lot of crap on the floor you can throw
Yep.
there.
Just gonna lob something at that dude.
Okay, there's like a beetle carapace. you
Ooh,
could throw there.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all over the floor.
That's fine.
All right, telekinetic projectile there from the.
Oh, okay. That is a 38.
38 is a hit.
Oh, nice.
It is
Let's go.
not a critical.
Take a hit. Okay. Let's see. 10, 22.
22 damage. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, you see this beetle shell like start vibrating on the floor, and then it flies at the guy and smashes right into him, and he goes, "Hey!"
Love that.
And you got an action left.
You know what? Yeah, let's go with Dirge of Doom.
Okay.
Okay. So this would make me frightened.
Yes,
In
anyone within
theory.
30 feet of me. Frightened
okay.
one.
Very nice.
Ophelia.
Okay. The guy in front of me, that I can see through the door.
Guy in front of you there. Yep.
I'm
Okay.
going to cast another spell on him.
Okay.
He needs a fortitude save.
Well, okay. What is the spell?
Blister.
All right. Fortitude is a 33.
Okay. He succeeds. He grows 1 blister.
Okay. Well, that poor guy. It's like that might have happened from.
And I'm
your
going to
job
use
straight or
my
something.
last action to pop the blister
Oh.
and
What?
any creature within a 15-foot cone, which I can
Okay.
choose which way it goes. So it's going to go at the other guy
Choose
in the corner.
direction of the cone there.
Is going to take 76 acid damage with a basic fortitude
Yeah,
save.
that's pretty neat.
That's fucking cool.
That's disgusting.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, so this guy
I
just
think
his
it's cool.
face starts going. Whoop, whoop.
I was gonna say that
Oh.
the right shoe just doesn't quite fit as well as the left shoe.
Yeah, and then it just bam, and he's like, "Hey!" And then there's acid spraying around, and he's like, "Ah, shit!"
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Seven.
okay, but let's take a look at this because
That's pretty sweet.
the target and each creature in the cone. Okay, so there's a little bit of acid that kind of burns him too. I had to make
Yeah,
sure
it's
that
coming
it was
from
both
inside
of
of him.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
That's
Man,
sick.
this is not cool.
Sick in both ways.
Yeah.
And that was a success. If he failed, there would be 2 blisters.
Yeah, this is man, I have definitely found a new target. Okay, so I need to give some fortitude saves over here. Boy, oh boy. Right. The original point of the target is going to roll a 23.
Fail.
Yeah, and then the other one's going to roll a natural 1.
That is
double
a critical
fail.
fail.
Yeah, that
Let's
is,
go.
not great for the guy there in the corner.
That's him in the corner.
The mace. Yeah.
He's losing his religion.
Losing his flesh is more like it.
This is- Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay, so the guy who
This is like nightmare stuff.
the
Nightmare
guy who
fuel.
failed is right there. He's going to take how much?
Ugh.
18
18. Okay,
acid damage.
that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take that.
But that's 36 for a crit fail.
It is. It is, and I don't like that very much at all. Okay, so that's going
Ugh.
to drop me to. Okay, now I got to do math. I hate when I got to do math. Okay, got it. I got it, and so all this acid sprays out, and it's like sizzling as it splatters on the floor, and you hear a voice from the corner that not a lot of people can see this guy, but he's in there going, "Hey!" And maybe Iman can see the guy over there going, "Hey!" But
It's in my face.
yeah,
Did they both end their turn in the snakes?
no, they have not gone
Oh, they
yet.
haven't gone yet. Okay.
No, the other two are not in the room. But that is a very interesting question because it is their turn. However, I might have. Okay, unfortunately, that's not going to trigger. Okay. This is not going well for the guys here. Okay. That's it for Ophelia then. You cast the blister and then you do an action to pop it. That's
Yep.
all 3 of your actions. That I never thought I'd say that on live television, but there we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, it's effective.
Yeah, it is cool and effective. And
You can start a YouTube channel.
the guy who is not restrained, you see him leap to the bottom of these stairs, run up them through the door, and vanish into the room back there. So he's out of your snakes. This guy here, last turn. Turn. This guy is restrained. He will spend an action to escape. Rolled that. He succeeded. So now he's going to take his actions. Yeah. This is the guy who got the acid to the face there.
Mhm.
So he needs to get the hell out of here. I think. Yeah, there's nobody around to worry about this. So he's just going to make a run for it. Down the stairs, out the door, into the room. And the door closes up there at the top of those stairs. That is the end of round 2. We'll be at the top of round 3. Come back next time.
That was only 2 rounds.
That was only 2 rounds of silliness and pure
Riveting introduction.
tomfoolery. But we have
what you're
sadly
talking
reached the end of the episode, so we'll have to see how these guys navigate these shadow snakes there in the entryway.
Just gonna bar the door shut, set the building on fire.
And, okay. Good luck with that. It is a stone building. Everybody with the set the building on fire thing. Okay. So, what was I saying?
I'm just gonna splash some acid around.
So don't forget to tune in next time to the Bloodlords here on Twitch TV at 6:30 Eastern on this Lead Encounters channel here. You can tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the Soul Severed campaign. We'll be kicking off over there. And then, man, I don't know. This Patrick seems pretty unreliable with the painting thing. We'll just have to, to check it out. If he's there, if he's there. If he's not, he's not. I don't know. Fuck that guy. That's all I got to say. But that being said, there has been I've been getting some emails over here that people are complaining about Pete. So
I've not seen any of those emails.
maybe we take a poll and see if Pete comes back next week.
I've got some guy named Bob that's put an application in tonight.
I've never heard of the guy.
All right, Laura, put the poll up. We'll see if Pete returns next week.
I mean, I don't mind making a drive. I'm definitely not going to go with the hot dogs this time. I think I'm going to go to my tried and true. Okay, just a deep dish with sausage and a couple of brewskis.
Yep.
I was smooth sailing last time. Tonight, I was a little off my game. I blame the gas. Okay. And speaking of gas, it ain't cheap right now. So make sure to hit the like and the follows and hit up the Patreon and help pay for old Pete's gas to come down here and play Pathfinder. Until then, don't forget to tune in. I don't know what else to say right now except go Bears. Good night.
Bye,
Catch you on the
everybody.
next one, guys.
Jeez.
Boy, oh boy. That was a lot of fun. And yeah.
This door simulator. That was a lot of fun.
Although,
Hey, these guys are not dumb. And they're not just going to sit there and just like watch you, cast spells through the door at them.
Yeah.
But if
So
this
get out of
is-
here.
if this is just a big tower though with no windows, we really could just throw a bunch of crap in there, light it on fire, and they'd all die from smoke inhalation.
Except for the fact that they are ghouls and that they don't technically
Oh, I guess
breathe.
they don't breathe. There's something.
It sounds
We'll
like
figure something
we're
out.
gonna open
Yeah.
that door and they're gonna move into another room with another
We
door.
open the door and there's 50 of them. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
It'll just be, it'll be like Keystone Cops up in there.
Right?
This is supposed to be a whole
hey,
cult.
they're not
It's
just
not
going
my
to
fault that
stand
their
around on their
pussies and ran
snakes.
away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're pussies because they're not going to stand around in your snakes.
They could have come out the door.
They're not
Yes,
dumb.
they could have come out.
They
Yeah.
have a very particular duty here.
Yeah, it's to
Just
alert
to
everybody
run away.
else and then chain all the encounters together so it makes a shitstorm.
That sounds like metagaming to me, but we'll see what happens.